Alright, it's time for us to start something new here. We're gonna go into new frontiers. Okay, that joke was bad. We gotta end it. Nope, that's it. No more. I already canceled. Alright, I had to get that one out of my system apparently. We're gonna go ahead and start up a new playthrough of Sonic Frontiers, but this isn't gonna be your normal playthrough because I already played this game myself when it came out at the very end of last year, so I'm not just gonna do that again. It just feels like a waste. So instead, we're gonna be playing through the game level 1. That's it, we're never upgrading our level. So that means our speed, our rings, our combat, so attack and defense, all those skills, all those abilities are just gonna be at their base level. So that's gonna make things a little bit harder. I am gonna allow me to use the skills because they don't really seem to really change much in terms of the difficulty, in terms of making it easier or harder. So we'll allow skills, but we're not gonna be leveling up. We're gonna just strictly have a level 1 Sonic. And I need to preference, I am playing this on PC, so because of that, we got mods! It makes sense. I mean, PC Sonic game, you gotta have the mods, but what I'm doing specifically is I'm using mods that can make the game run better, essentially, and add in content that's in other versions of the game. Like one of the things you'll see here is the Kronos collaboration DLC. That was a thing that was only released in Japan, and I think specifically the PlayStation 4 and the Switch versions. Like, it was not released for any other system. So I have that enabled. We're not going to use it right away, but we can. I also have other things enabled for graphic stuff like higher object pop-in and max LOD. That way the game just looks better. It's just essentially a little bit of a graphic tweak to sharpen things up and to help with some of the pop-in so it's not as egregious. And we also have another thing on here, and I'll talk about that little prologue intro thing in a minute. Another thing here is I activate some of the cheats in the Hedge Mod Manager, excuse me. These cheats, again, just kind of to fix up some stuff, like a frame rate limiter in cutscenes. I turn that off so the game will just be a consistent 60. Cutscenes are locked at 30, so we'll see how this looks. I've messed around with this in the past, and it makes the game look a lot better, honestly. And the only other things I have on here is the forced 4K video playback. That way the videos just look a little bit cleaner. Even though I'm streaming this at 1080p and playing on a 1080 screen, when you take 4K and shrink it down, it looks sharper. I figured let's just try it, see how that works. If it doesn't work, I can turn it off. And hide the skip button cutscenes. That's just annoying. Sega, why? Just why is that a thing? Just take away the stupid button. Unless I hit a button on my controller, why is it there? So I'm turning it off myself. Take that, Sega. So these are pretty much the only mods I'm going to be using. So I just wanted to preference that jumping in so people will wonder, what the heck? Why is this game looking different than what I play? Well, it's because of this. So that's essentially that. And hey, Kira, how you doing? You have the Kronos stuff on? Or mod manager want to support it? I didn't hear that specifically, but I have it on specifically just so we can show off the content. But I don't remember if I downloaded this as a Hedge mod install. It might have been a manual install, but it does work with the launcher. I've already confirmed it. So, like I said, that Kronos DLC will be able to show it off because it's a costume, some graphical changes when it comes to certain things like the Coco, and then there's some different sound effects. So it's worth at least showing off for that reason. So I guess without any further ado, I'm going to jump straight in, but that one thing, that prologue diverse intro thing, we're going to start with that. This was a YouTube video Sega put out right before the game came out as like a nice little introduction to the story. And luckily, the modding scene has just added it into the game. So we're going to start with that. I'm going to be silent for this one. I'll let it go full screen, then I'll just jump straight into the game when it's over. And before that, let me just read this one thing. Argument you heard, Spice Me Reading Draw. It was piracy DLC, even though it was free, just pre-order. Okay. So there's like a morals issue with the DLC. That's why some people are kind of mixed on it on PC. I get it. I don't know. I mean, free and pirating, they don't go hand in hand to me. It's just preservation's sake. Kind of like, say, the Sonic Adventure 1 and even Sonic Adventure 2 Dreamcast DLC being put in the PC versions years later. It's kind of like the same idea in my eyes, but I can see why people have a problem with it. I don't have access to these versions in question, so this is how I experienced the Kronos DLC. And, you know, it's a fun little freebie. I don't know if I would say it's worth all that hassle, but we'll be showing it off. So without any further ado, though, let's just go straight into the intro. So, play it. Oh, wait, what? Why did it not play? Hang on, we already got tech issue. How am I not surprised? How am I not surprised? Something weird just happened there. Yeah, why didn't that play? It's supposed to have played. I have it literally here in the loader. I'll move it up a tick and see if that makes a difference. Because that was weird. Let's try this again. If not, we'll just literally load up the YouTube video. Okay, yeah, there seems to be a conflict here, because, just for background's sake, hang on, I'm gonna immediately just get off of this. Because I have the volume up a little bit because of this. I already started with a weird tech thing. That said prologue intro cutscene that's supposed to automatically play, so there's something going on with it. Which I don't know what. That's kind of a new one for me. So let me just go re-download it, because I think there's something that got screwed up. Which is funny, I literally just ran this before. Let me make sure one of these other things is off. Yeah, it is. I thought one of the things could have just been maybe like another mod conflicting, but no. No, it's not. So that's weird. Okay, here it is again. Let me just re-download. Oh wait, this is just a request. Hang on. There it is. Alright, manually download. So this is weird. Sometimes modding can just be weird like this, which is so weird. I don't know why I just decided to not work today. Sometimes it be that way. I'm gonna try this one more time, and if not, I'm gonna get that YouTube video on standby here, because that, again, should have just ran. And I have to actually go straight to YouTube to even find it, which is the funny thing, because my actual browser history won't find it. So how we all doing as I troubleshoot? Can't have a Sonic game out of a weird bug, and ironically, it's nothing to do with the game now. Just something to do with my setup for it. Alright, I re-downloaded the said mod in case there was something I could have corrupted. Alright, let's try this one more time. Just one more time. What is happening? It literally is getting skipped. If you're seeing all of those handles for the people who put their efforts in this game, it didn't activate. Why? Just why? Is it the Corona DLC? No, it's not. It's literally not that. It's just something else. And now the game doesn't even want to run. Okay. Ah, there it is. Just give OBS like 10 seconds to catch. Screw it, we're going to YouTube. You gotta love when mods don't work. Alright, you know what? Emergency YouTube. Emergency YouTube. I just have to kind of change around some stuff here, but... yeah. Get rid of that. You didn't see anything. Now I have to add an audio source for this because I don't have an audio source for the browser. Man, that's the browser source. That's how you know things got broken. Okay. At least this is very easy to fix. It's just not in the way I expected to be fixing this today. And also, I don't think it's that clear. The mod's literally at number 1 on the spot. I tried that too. Low priority or high priority. And either one didn't really want to work. Screw it. We're just going with this. Oh god, that was loud.
Angel Island. A land of miracles, of mysteries. My home. I am its guardian. I watch over the Master Emerald and every living thing here. That is to say, all the plants and animals. Any other kind of civilization has long since disappeared from the island. I do things on my own, and that's just how I like it. I don't need anyone else to get by. But sometimes, I wonder how things would be if I hadn't been given this responsibility. Why was I chosen for this duty? Perhaps it's karma. Thousands of years ago, my ancestors attempted to steal a power that wasn't theirs. The question is, whose power was it originally? Who built this shrine to the emeralds? And where did they go? To protect my home, I need to know every possible vulnerability. I've explored the island top to bottom, but I still manage to find something new every day. New routes between regions, ruins of different echidna tribes, and remnants of some group that came before. Hold on, little guy. I'll help. Hey, there. Here. This is what you were looking for, right? Huh? This is different. Oh. It looks old. Even older than these ruins. I wonder... What was that? What? Where am I? This isn't my island. Is this another one of your tricks, Eggman? Show yourself! Oh, an ambush, huh? Your funeral. whoever's behind this better show yourself now. We'll settle this in a fair fight. And after I win, you'll send me home. Got it? That's just how I like it. I don't need anyone else to get by. But sometimes...
Kinda wish that actually worked as intended for my mod's sake, but there's your said intro. And man, it sets the tone. Or at least some of it, because that's only a piece of the story. Technically, there is another piece of the story. It was a prologue comic. I haven't read that, but it's supposed to at least tell more like the events of what happened leading up with the other characters involved in this game. That specific video is just Knuckles. But I know I said in chat, but hey Matt, how you doing? Now things are going to work as intended, because now we get rid of the one problematic mod, replace it with the YouTube video version, and it works. So jumping in, I want to just go into straight away to the extras, because I kind of need to mention some things. I had DLC money. I got the deluxe version when this game came out, because for me, I paid the exact same cost as the base game, so why not? So I got the Adventure Treasure box and the Explorer box. I can just use them technically in the beginning, and I'm going to show why we're doing level 1 when we get to a certain point, because honestly, this game gets very easy when you start leveling up, especially in the later half. So I'm going to be very interested to see how this goes. We also can go in the Sonic outfits, and I have a plethora of them, including the one from the Digital Deluxe version, the Monster Hunter crossover stuff, the Corona costume because of the mod adding in that DLC from the other versions, SA2 shoes, and the Holiday Cheer suit. But we're going to start with just the default costume for Sonic. I did not mean to hit that. I meant to go to the new game. But yeah, hard mode isn't really hard at all, because the preference things here, we have 3 difficulties. We have easy, which is recommended for those who want to focus more on the story. Not that much story at times, so it's not really... Alright. Recommended to those who want to balance between story and challenging foes, which is normal. Really not that different. And then hard is recommended to those who want challenging battles and something extra. Essentially, what these 3 modes mean, or at least my understanding, is the amount of rings you lose. Because the enemies don't feel any different to me. They feel about the same difficulty, but we're playing on hard, and for 2 reasons. 1 is a challenge run. Why wouldn't I? That's kind of the point. 2, you actually need to play on hard for the true final boss. It's kind of a weird situation. You can literally change the difficulty right before the final fight and still meet the requirements, but we're gonna just go straight to hard. And then there's 2 different game styles, action and high speed style. This just kind of determines how your game controls in the beginning. These settings you can change later. Action style is the style recommended for people who are not familiar with Sonic games, so he moves a little bit slower. For high speed style, it's recommended for people who played Sonic games before. I think I'm familiar with the Hedgehog, so I'm going with high speed style. So immediately, this is starting right after that prologue video we just watched. Instead of Knuckles, now we get to see Eggman's perspective jumping in.
Uploading AI program now.
Weird stuff's happening. And even weirder stuff's happening now to Eggman.
It's all coming online. The ancient secrets will be mine. Status report. Answer me!
Simulations complete. Executing protective initiative.
What? No! No!
Wait, this wasn't part of the plan, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. It wasn't at all. Meanwhile, in the sky.
Coming up on the Starfall Islands.
How exciting!
You tracked the Chaos Emeralds here, right? Let's find out what drew them here.
Oh, good. We're playing Sonic Frontiers. What? I thought we were playing Pokemon Legends Arceus for a minute. You have to have your random title drop. Always.
Some kind of atmospheric charge. Hang on.
When I first played, to me, this seemed awfully familiar, like Time Eater from Sonic Generations, and then they do this. So I was like, not that far off. Green Hill again? It's time for that flavor of the week. But there's a plot reason this time where we're seeing Green Hill. It's not just Green Hill because, Green Hill. No, there's a natural reason. And we'll see it more later into the game story. But this is not actually Green Hill. Sonic Frontiers actually takes a lot of levels from other Sonic games. Specifically, this level is Windmill Isle Act 1 from the HD version of Sonic Unleashed. So, if the level feels familiar to you, well, it's probably because it is familiar to you. This is a lot of, like, reuse stuff in Frontiers. Whether it be assets, or level themes, stuff like that. There are some original levels, there's just very far and few between. The real selling point of this game is what they call open zone. Open world game, just in like chunks. How many rings I have? 114, 999. So here's the thing, I'm gonna go for 100% in this game, so we're going back in. So I need 150 rings, and then I also need to beat this level fast in order to get all the clear conditions, which honestly, they're not really that hard. Like, honestly, the hardest one is in the tutorial section. Everyone knows if you played this game. It's very famous. Probably for all the wrong reasons. But it ain't that bad. You guys are wimps. I'll show you why when we get to it. I love how I just call people out and immediately take a hit because homing attack's weird in this game, honestly. Like, it is very weird to control at times. I just don't understand. I gotta retry because I actually failed. There's no more rings. Homing attack to me, I swear, sometimes, like, you go so fast that aim towards an enemy, you just instantly get hit. And then sometimes it's fine. You can break out of it if you needed to. Like I said, homing attack in this game is kind of weird. They have a boost. Boost is on a completely different button this time around. It's on a trigger, which no game beforehand has ever done that in the series. And the homing attack and also the jump buttons are on different buttons this time around, so we're kind of going back. Really? Kind of going back to Sonic Unleashed kind of control a little bit. 130. I don't have enough rings still. It's because of slop in the beginning. So I haven't played this game since, I'd like to say, beginning of January. It's been a while. I did beat this game earlier this year, so that's why I'm trying to remember exactly when it's been since I last played. So I gotta refamiliarize myself with the controls, because I'm always playing games like Unleashed and Generations if I'm playing Boost. So the control in this game takes time to get used to. Ironically enough, these levels, Sonic is not very fast at all. I mean, he's actually kind of slow. It's the open zone stuff that he's actually fast in. Alright, that should be enough. I mean, I got the clear time, so we're fine. Easy. Just don't mess up. Hard concept. Except I didn't get the S time by like a second. Alright, you know what? Screw it. We're already gonna start doing the speed tech. I don't think that's really how I start the speed tech. At least not until I hit a booster. See how slow Sonic goes in this game? Like, in general, his boosting speed is not even close to how it was in the other boost games. That's kind of why you're gonna notice a lot early on in the game that, yeah, there are certain things here that are just a little different than what you're used to. That was the wrong direction. So I'm going to be doing something once in a while in these levels called the homing cancel, or what Sega apparently calls it, the homing dash, because they actually acknowledge this glitch in the game. If you homing attack an enemy or spring or kind of anything really in the game, and then instead of finishing the homing attack, you press the boost button in the middle of it to interrupt the animation, you get extreme levels of speed. It's really good. Like, really, really strong good. Don't think cyber levels are bad. Like, I mean, I'm the same, Matt. I know a lot of people crap on cyberspace in this game. They just don't care for it as much. I like them. Because I've always liked this style. That's why I like it a lot. It's just my personal preference. But I can see where they're going in the future. If they scale back on these kind of levels with the open world design, I'm fine with that too. Because I think this game is one of the best games to come out in the series in years. Since Sonic Generations, in my opinion. That's saying something, because that game I put like hundreds of hours into.
Tails? Amy? Oh. Whew. Looks like I'm the only one who made it out of that. Whatever it was. Whew.
Mortal,
Oh. Hello?
you have done the impossible. You have escaped cyberspace through your own power. You are the key.
Key, huh? Sure beats being called a rodent. Are you saying I can rescue my friends?
Find the Chaos Emeralds. Destroy the Titans. Tear down the walls between dimensions.
Yeah, okay, sure. How about a little context? Hello? Oh well. Some direction is better than none. Here we go.
So first thing, do a 360. You're literally not allowed to leave until you move the camera. So now they give us access to pausing the game. It's a miracle. I can pause. So now I can kind of show off some other things here, like game settings. Look at all these options for controlling Sonic. If you feel like he controls weird, you can just kind of tweak it to whatever. But here's the thing with this. These settings for Sonic only apply in the open zone areas, the overworld sections. They do not apply in cyberspace, which is why I don't really tweak with these at all. It's kind of worthless in some regards. Everything else kind of applies in some ways, like the camera access stuff, but you can't really control the camera in cyberspace, so it doesn't really matter. And then also, I kind of want to just show real quick, graphic-wise, I have the game on high, because this game really only has two settings of like low and high for whatever reason. Options, ooh. Options galore. The only other thing I really have checked off here is I turned off blur, because I hate motion blur in video games. It's disgusting. Not Ram a hedgehog. Yeah, I mean, that's reoccurring to this hedgehog. He always gets called a rat for whatever reason. Like you would think people would learn by now, but no. No, he's still a rat. He's like, I'm a hedgehog. So here's our first instance of a puzzle. Oh man, my brain really had to work hard for that one. Press button. Get the result. So kind of think of these like the towers from Breath of the Wild. When you clear one of the puzzles, it revealed chunks of the map. So this will also tell you certain things on the map too, like icons that you can go to for items or battles, like a plethora of different things. It also gives you one of your main collectibles here, one of these little heart-looking things. Gee, I wonder if that can increase maybe my health, or my attack, or my defense, or my rings. I guess I'll find out later. No, I screwed it up. Ignore that. As the game doesn't say, hey, this is this thing when I grab that little heart-looking thing. We'll learn what that is here in a minute. So now we get a notification for a training simulator if we're not sure what to do. This will pop up in an area almost frequently in this game. Like every time we turn around, training simulator. I hit down, it tells me X the homing attack. In case I didn't figure that out in Windmill Isle. And I can just exit whenever. Now enemies can drop things like skill pieces or seeds. That little heart-looking thing I collected before, the red one, that's a seed. That will be regarding Sonic's leveling stat. So for us, they're useless. But skill points, we will want those. Because as I said at the beginning of the stream, we will unlock skills for Sonic. There's just not much of a reason not to. In fact, you're forced to get one of them to even continue the game. So we'll at least get the one we need. Look, new bad guy. Same as the rest. In fact, here's the squad. And here's another way we can fight these guys. Stomp. I'm gonna stomp 3 times right next to him here. And as you can see, I do like the shockwave on the 3rd stomp, which can damage a lot of things around you. So anytime you're in combat, stomping could be a good way of fighting things as well. Something I barely did in my first playthrough because of all the skills. I was trying to use all the different moves, but I just didn't use that said stomp. I kind of forgot about it, like after the first couple hours. Kind of my bad. I think I have to pop all these balloons for that. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I need to pop all the balloons to get this little pulley to drop. If you click in on the left stick, you can actually do the lightspeed attack, or lightspeed dash, sorry. I don't know why it's on the stick. That's kind of weird, but it is on the stick. Anyways, here's Ninja. So now it's telling us how to lock on, just pressing right stick, pretty easy. But we can also do this. If you ever play Bayonetta, well, here you go. Here's your Sonic Bayonetta. You can just hold down the left and right triggers, and you can guard. If you do that, you can parry. You can also dodge out of the way of things, too. It makes a lot of fights really trivial, especially you can just do it in the air for whatever reason. It's like, why can you just, like, do this? Like, why? Sonic, I know you can obey the laws of physics, but not yet. That takes time. I don't know what the point of that ever was, because you don't get anything but rings out of it. It's kind of weird. Dropping the point. Where are we dropping? Yeah, that's nice game. Puzzle, I see. Turn statues, open gate. I'm a little busy. In case you weren't sure, here's the prompt again. You can always press left on the D-pad to get the same prompt in an area, which is kind of not needed a lot of the time, but hey, you can do it. Get to this guy. And I just want to turn them the same direction as the rest. It should be this way, actually. I love how Sonic moves it. He's just like, yeah. He's not even touching. He's just barely waving his hands, like magic power. So anyways, now we're forced to unlock a skill. Sonic Psyloop. This is a really big part of the game, so we're gonna need to get the skill. So, unlock Psyloop, it only costs 1 skill point, and now we can do the main gimmick of the game. This is where, like I said in the beginning, skills don't really matter for the said challenge sake. I haven't really seen much of a difficulty difference between having skills or not, because you can unlock these and never use them, technically. So, I might as well just get them for that reason. So we'll get Phantom Rush. That's kind of important. Let's get Sonic Boom. Air Tricks, that'll just make any points super easy. And then we don't have enough for the others, so we'll keep an eye on that for later. So now we can Psyloop by holding down the Y button, going in a circle, and playing Nights in the Dreams. This is essentially something right from the Nights games, something very similar. At least that's what I thought when I first played. So here's what it's supposed to be for. Things like that. You can circle something, and it'll put out a flame. That's one example. You can also do that to enemies, or other puzzles, or a bunch of different things. Make a suggestion for the challenge. What do you got? I want to hear it. As I run in circles, because here's another use for it, which is why rings are just a joke in this game. Because you can just get an infinite supply, and you also get other drops from it too. Get the max ring, Sonic does this weird looking thing. It's a reference to the Sonic movies. So now he gets power boost, what it's called. Now you can boost at max speed, essentially. Gotta turn off auto combo. Yeah, I'm not gonna use auto combo. When I played the game the first time, I did just to get a hang of things. Technically, auto combo is actually a handicap because you do less damage with it on. I will be unlocking it anyways just to have it, but I'm not gonna be using it. So see how fast Sonic moves here? Yeah, it's really good. Never upgrade your ring set in this game. It's just useless. And you don't even need to worry about your speed stat. This is level 99, technically. Level 99 is only tied to the boost. Your speed does not matter when it comes to base speed like this. This will never change leveling up. That's just for boost. You can also do this. Do an infinity sign. Now you have infinite boost for a few minutes. So, needless to say, the Psyloop can kind of break the game a little bit. Now they want me to do Psyloop in combat, which is very easy. Because in this case, I'll just run a circle around you guys. Boom. Launch them all in the air. Easy. Now I believe I go this way to get up there, right? I'm able to see a lot more things now in the distance because of a draw distance mod. So this will make some things a little bit easier. But there might be times where I'm changing the setting, and I'll go into detail about that later. Because there's a specific gimmick in this game that kind of breaks my pop-in mod.
Use that gear to bridge the gap between dimensions.
Okay, so insert portal gear here. Let me insert my one gear, but unfortunately, it needs 2. I don't have a second gear. Whatever shall I do?
It is not enough to make the connection. One gear will not suffice. Hunt down another target and take its gear.
Okay, well, where do I find a target? Oh. Well, that's convenient. So now the game's kind of telling you how to dodge things, use your lock on. I think this is like one of the last big tutorials we get here, because this beginning section is pretty slow. Once you get past the tutorial, this game really does start to speed up. gonna keep on beating you up. Excuse me, sir. You must get on my level. A little too tall for my sake. Don't mind me, just gotta bounce, bounce, bounce. Somehow, that's more effective than actual combat right now. That's kind of funny.
Use the gear as you have done before.
Hey Ethan, how you doing? Oh, we're having a little bit of a frame situation. Let me just wait a second here to see if it catches up. Sometimes my internet will still hook up because it's my internet. Alright, fine. Can't see. If I look this thing on the ground, give me a treasure. Lot of hearts. Lot of hearts. That'd be helpful for later on. For now, let's use this gear. Play everyone's favorite level. Doing good? That's good to hear. Doing good myself. Thanks for asking.
Return to cyberspace as many times as it takes.
She's sub 40. Man, someone has my expectations for 1-2. So what I like about this game is it kind of has like a Bayonetta-esque style training room where you can actually just screw around with certain mechanics here for Sonic. It'll rotate things out every once in a while. This one, I can just learn how the wall run. I'm playing this game on PC with a very fast SSD, so loading times are 5 seconds. I gotta opt to actually do the training for that reason. Alright, here we go. Everyone's favorite level. 1, 2. This is considered apparently the hardest level in cyberspace. People just have a very hard time with this one. It's hard. So far we're on track for pretty much everything, except for one specific goal. Which I'm not going to get on the first try because I am exploring. My thing specifically is I'll do everything but the S rank time on my first playthrough. Then I'll do S rank on a repeat playthrough. Because then you learn the level and you know how to play. Because I went real fast, man. That should be an easy S. What do you mean that's an A? Said pretty much everyone who first played this. Because look at the clear time. But also look at my time. 57 seconds, and I was screwing around. So that's saying something. So now I can go fast. So let me show you how to go fast in this level. And I'm not going to use homing cancel. I'm just going to play this legit. They call this open zone or something. Yeah, the main concept, like, this is an open world game, but they call it open zone. It sounds different enough, but also kind of gets the same point across. So that's probably why they chose to call it that. It's open zone by the devs. Look at that. First try. What's wrong with all your babies? Come on. Come on. Hey, this is hard. Now, honestly, this is actually pretty hard. When I first played the game, it took me a bit to refamiliarize myself with this level, because this is Windmill Isle Act 2 from Sonic Unleashed. But you're noticing it's not all of it. It's very trimmed down. No 2D sections here. It's just the 3D stuff. So, needless to say, the level time is pretty strict, but this level is kind of hard from Unleashed to go fast in as well. It's kind of why it's very strict. But the S-rank time here of all the levels is the most strict for whatever reason. I don't understand why. I love how I pressed my jump button and nothing happened, because I was trying to do something there. So I'm going to go fast. I'm going to take Matt up on that sub 40. Let's see if we can do it. Now I'm actually going to play with no limitations. That's right, we glitching. Look at how fast you go with homing cancels. It's insane. It's insane. That one glitch alone just like makes you go skyrocketing. It's amazing. I love that glitch. It's really, really strong. Alright, that's it. We're not actually going for sub 40. It's really hard to do sub 40. I think my best time in the stage is like a 42, maybe. Something like that. It is very strict. You need to get those homing cancels just right. There's one where you're supposed to like launch yourself straight up in the air, going over invisible walls, and if you do that, you'll shave off like 3 seconds, but it's so hard to get the angle. Also, this is my favorite loading screen when you don't do anything. That's fine, Sonic. You could just take it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. That's what you're actually supposed to do, but I love just having him get pelted in the face consistently. It's so funny. Yeah, take those hits. Yeah, don't worry, man. I actually wanted to challenge myself to the sea. I mean, I got close with a 44 on my first real attempt in, you know, pushing myself on the level, actually using the glitches to go fast. But it's really hard to actually do that. I know some people have actually gotten a sub 40 in the community. It's just, it takes a lot of grinding. And I'm not going to do it here. Like, why would I do it in this mode? If you really want to grind times, beat this game once, unlock arcade mode. Well, the reason why is that's a much easier way to play these levels. Just go through arcade mode. Also, what is happening? I have so many emeralds unlocked. Yeah, you're going to see that a lot happen. When you're actually going out of your way to 100% this game, you get like everything unlocked in 5 minutes in the open zones. It's fast. And it would be faster for the first island here because I paid extra money. So essentially, Island 1 was pay to win by the digital version. Digital Deluxe, here you go, have free stuff. Like, they just made the first island so easy if you get the Digital Deluxe version. It is insane. I gotta look up exactly what was included in that said Digital Deluxe version, because they gave you a lot of stuff. That just, again, makes the first island here a joke. There's just barely anything you actually need to do, so in terms of story progression, you can just go straight to the next point as soon as you start anything on this island. But we'll see all that stuff activate here in a minute. Now I'm supposed to get over there, but I'm not waiting for that platform. I think that's all the things I can get right now here, right? No, it's just this thing. Which I can't do a marker yet. I'm used to being able to do that, but that's not until later. I don't think I can get that right now. I'm better off actually just waiting until I have to come back here for something, so I'm gonna leave it. Oh, that's how you're supposed to get the heart thing I just got too. Which, there's no way to get it, even by the game's internal logic. Hello, little creatures, known as Coco. These creatures, we also don't need it all in this playthrough, because we're never upgrading Sonic's speed or ring capacity. So I'll collect them just because, but I'm not needing any of these things. They also don't matter. Think of those things like the co-op for Breath of the Wild, except they always respawn after a certain event happens in the game. So there's an infinite supply of Cocos. These things you never have to worry about. You can actually buy these things in some area, specifically. We'll get into that later as well. So something like this, yeah, don't worry about the Coco. They're fine. They're very easy to get. Hey, look, an emerald. That was easy. It was just sitting in front of us. We did it. Also, I didn't get a message. That's surprising. Maybe you only used the Digital Deluxe stuff once. Maybe that's why. I'm trying to see. I don't know how I look that up again, though, because, a little hard to find. Okay. Here you go, I'm reading it up on the Steam page. This includes the digital art book, mini soundtrack. You get Amy's tokens, you get Chaos Emerald keys, you get portal gears, and you get the adventure glove and shoes for Sonic. In terms of those handful of things, yeah, I think they are active because I have a lot of the seeds. So that kind of makes this a little bit easier. This is when you're supposed to be able to see those set effects, so that's what I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe it's also after this. Also, we excited for the Kraken roller return. I'm just excited for Kraken in general in Splatoon 3. The fact they brought that back, I am 100% shocked on. I did not think they would, because I knew they would need to retool it heavily. And from what I seen in their footage on Twitter today, yeah, they did. So, it looked cool. And also, Kraken Roller was a role I used a lot in Splatoon 1. It was one of my favorite weapons, so I'm excited to see that one come back specifically. Okay, here we go. Here's what I get. I forgot I had to watch that cutscene for this. So, because I own the Digital Deluxe version, I get 40 Amy tokens, 10 Chaos Emerald Vault keys, and 1 Portal Gear. With that said, cue the Chaos Emerald unlock. All you have to do is just pay to win. What is this, an EA game? Square Enix Digital Deluxe version gives you 5 HP potions. That doesn't sound that useful in comparison. I mean, it helps for early game, but it almost sounds like a Pokemon pre-order bonus. Like, here's 10 Pokeballs or something, like minor. Kind of gives me that same energy. Also, I hate that, like, fixed camera icon. It pops up all the dang time. Anyway, we should probably go look at this, because this is kind of important.
Is that you?
Hello? Is someone there? Help me!
Hang on. Maybe messing with the ruins will fix things.
You know what will fix things? Money! That's right, Amy, I opened up my wallet for you. Here you go, because I have like 40 of these things. Makes Island 1's memories just a cakewalk.
Sonic, are you alright?
Me? You're the one who's only half here.
I feel fine, but that energy that was holding me prisoner went into you.
I've been infused with weird zappy stuff before. Besides, I feel like it gave me some kind of boost.
Well, in that case, we need to get moving. If I was trapped, I'm sure Tails was too.
Good call. I'll scout around and find you later. Deal?
Deal. Be careful.
Careful? Where's the fun in that?
You know me, I'm reckless. Like all the time. I'm hungry for a grand slam.
You are the key. Be empowered with this technique.
Anytime you free your friends, you get a technique for free. So essentially, you get skills for free in this game too. Another reason why I said, we'll just use the skills. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So now, this is why I wasn't worried about beforehand. Look what's over here now. I have to go back over in this direction if I want something. But I don't remember when I can do the stupid, like, marker thing on the map. It's so annoying that I can't mark things right now. Hang on, let me use my wallet again. I'm pay to win, baby. At least this helps with the early game's pacing. Because I can get a portal gear, it's like right next to me. Because there's a big old boss, and he's probably bound to drop 1, 2, or 3. Let's just do this real quick. 1, 3. So, 80 rings. Not bad. I always look at how many rings you need to get one of the clear conditions here before I go into level, because there's no way to know until you beat it. So, you know before you enter and after you beat it. It's kind of hard to keep track. So this is an original level. Like one of like 4, I think? Something like that. There's not many originals. Most of the levels in this game are pulled from other Sonic games. think I'm on track to get everything at this rate. Also, in this game, you have the drop dash for whatever reason. I don't know when Sonic learned the drop dash, but here it is. Maybe when he met up with the Frontiers dimensional Sonic that is from another timeline, the plot got screwed up. Maybe you learned it from him. This is the first 3D Sonic game where you can do drop dash. Don't worry about Phantom Rush. We'll see it here soon. Got more keys. At this point, I don't think the keys really matter anymore to collect, because I think I have enough to get all the Chaos Emeralds on the island. There are 2 Chaos Emeralds you need to get by story progression, and then 4 of them you get from Chaos Emerald vaults. And because of that, I have more than enough just to get the one sitting in the overworld. Also, here's Eggman in a mysterious city. Because he needs to escape from the city. Heyo!
I appear to be in a digital dimension. I've employed similar constructs in my own systems, but this is markedly more advanced. Note to self, don't admit that to anyone. The amount of data stored here defies quantification. But it won't stop me from trying.
Every once in a while, we'll see a cutscene like that from Eggman. They can happen more or less at random, it feels, because they happen based on how many things you've done in the game. So at one point, we may have multiple of those cutscenes happen in a row, because I'll be getting a lot of items pretty fast from, like, cyberspace levels. And I think some of that's, like, a determination, say maybe the Chaos Emeralds. Like, it could just stack up fast. Anyways, here's Asura. Is he mad like the one I know? Or am I just thinking of Asura's Wrath? That's a game I want to play at some point. Also, by the way, you can do this. A lot of people don't know you can just cycle on these feet. And if you do so and destroy them, they drop a portal gear. These are super easy to get. Also, you can get squished like that. It's like, hey, stop that! Like, I get it. I'm sorry. It's very easy to get squished like that. You gotta move out of the way fast. I thought I cleared his foot, but no, my perspective got messed up. So, try again. This time, don't get squished like a spider. So grab your gear, get the heck out of there. In fact, you may be better off just waiting for the thing to drop, and then go from there. Stop that, Sickles. Alright, slap down your hand, now I can climb on you. These blue rings give me speed. Now I get knocked off. Oh no, whatever shall I do? Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back. So now think of this like Shadow of the Colossus. I'm gonna climb this big old colossi. I think that's how you would say it in plural form. Also, I gotta see what combat skills I had unlocked again, because I already kind of forgot. I can't check in the middle of this for whatever reason. But I can do this, I think. Also, if you can just boost beforehand, you don't take any damage. It's like a weird system. It's the same for ground pounding like that, or doing a stomp. So I have that attack. I did get something else. Why me? That's what I get just for getting the story progression. Don't hit the red things, because the red rings will also like send you backwards. There you go. Got him. Easy enough. Just careful what you're doing. Reminds me of certain Final Fantasy 13-2 super boss. Monk just stomp you, 'cause it's so huge, greatly damages. Yeah, it's probably same energy at that point. I can see that. A lot of games kind of do like that giant enemy that can easily stomp you kind of thing. I know I played a good amount of games that have done that over the years. Hey, there we go. I just had to do one of these puzzles again, and I get my map marker. So now I can press the X button on the map and have an easy waypoint. So this is a seed. So locating these ones, these are red seeds of power. And then there's another type, blue seeds of defense. They will increase your attack and defense respectively. And this is an Amy memory token. We've seen these already. You collect these to free Amy and also to unlock memory cutscenes. You need them for plot progression, so you have to explore the world to collect some of these things. And this is a purple coin. Flashbacks from Mario Odyssey. Where's my Bowser amiibo? I'm over here, wedding man. I need your help. No, thankfully, it's not like those things where there's only a finite number in a stage and you have to buy an amiibo to actually find them in a stage. There's money. These you collect, and they're kind of like everywhere, and you can get like an infinite supply of these things at one point with a certain event. I see later. But these are used for a specific minigame later on.
Climbed. Imagine the view.
We'll climb that eventually. For now, I think I want to go over to this red thing. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. There you go. Chaos ammo, give me. So you see, early on, these Chaos Elements are very easy to get. Only 3 keys, and we 100% clear out one of these cyberspace levels. We have 4 keys. So, clear out one cyberspace level, you're guaranteed to get an emerald easily here. Oh, that's a big boy. But I'm a tiny little rat. Hedgehog! Sorry, hedgehog.
Whoa!
I feel like either I need Supersonic or a Big Mac.
Trapped.
Please be Big Mac. Please be Big Mac. No, sadly, that'd be Eggman's thing.
Whoa!
You leave immediately.
Where'd you come from? Are you trapped too?
Do not approach the Titan.
Sorry, kid, but I've got a job to do.
If we are fortunate, it will destroy you.
Look, I already fought one big dude. He was very mad. This guy, he does look like a challenge. Watch, I'll just easily beat him up. Pain to win a vertical game makes the game slightly shorter. That's modern gaming in general, or it feels like. I could technically turn off that DLC before actually getting to that specific point, and I would never get the digital Lux with contents. It's kind of a weird thing, but yeah, you might as well just get it. Beat him up. It looks like he's enjoying this. Oh, now we're gonna get yeeted. That happened. I knew we should have brought the giant mech. Channel our inner Evangelion. And get very weird. And also get the mech.
Okay, I'm not taking that thing down the traditional way. I'm gonna need the Chaos Emeralds. And maybe a little bit of luck.
Probably both. So I want to show something here. This is a Hermit Coco. this is where we can exchange some of these items in question to change out things. Before I do, I must save my game for this because I'm not gonna keep these effects. So, let's talk to this guy. At last we meet, Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't think we've met. It's like the Coco, you touch a digital dream. Unlike most, I know how to listen to it and hear some of its secrets. Hear it properly though, I must keep to myself. Call me a hermit if you like. It is the path I've chosen. Found any seeds in your travels? Nope, I bought some. You mean these things that the robots sometimes drop? That's Sonic saying that, by the way, which is kind of weird. Indeed. I will unlock their power and pass it on to you. So watch our level just skyrocket. We went from level 1 to level 11 and 12 respectively in these stats. Just immediately. Because I had extra seeds by just buying the digital deluxe version. Give me more seeds, and I'll give you more power in return. Seeds of power make you strike harder, and seeds of defense will make you sturdier. It's pretty cool. And so, you are, Hermit. Sonic again. Oh ho ho, it all comes from listening to the whispers of the digital dream. Huh? You have wells of untapped potential, but I cannot reach them. Dang, the only one who can? Unfortunately, seek out my sibling, the Eldo Coco. They can likely unlock your inner strength. Then come back and see me, so I can be sure they did it right. I'm tired and return to the dream. Let me rest, child. So what he means by this is specifically this part. Oh, you returned. Do you need my insight once more? And that's it. Okay, it doesn't show it right now. I have to do the other stat leveling to show it. I'm going to do all that, and then we're going to reload the save. Let me make my way over to that set thing in question. It's not that far. It's over where that red emerald was. Defense upgrades even do anything? Yeah, this. You take less damage from enemies, meaning you drop less rings. In terms of the attack buff, it's really hard to notice on these guys, but I am doing more damage. It's just really hard to notice. Here, I'll show it with this guy real quick. I'm just gonna beat up one of his little tower pieces. Alright, put down your hand. Again, we're not keeping this, so for demonstration's sake, we are gonna level up real quick, and then it's gonna count as a cheater run, so we gotta reset. Yeah, see how much faster we just destroyed one of those points? It took us a while before to hit one of those and destroy it, but now it's gone. That's already a third of that boss's health gone. So that is why I'm not going to be upgrading things. I say as I upgraded things. Don't worry, this doesn't count. This is part of the cheater run. We're cheating right now, but cheating for a good cause. Here's the other Coco. So this guy, he will raise Sonic's top speed or his ring capacity. It's one of the two. Here's the problem I have with this guy, and you're going to see it in a second. His level up system kind of sucks. Well, hello there. Quick little fella, aren't you? The name's Sonic, and that says it all. You don't seem like the rest of these little mask guys. We are called Coco, and we've endured since ancient times. My name has been lost to time, so please simply call me Elder Coco. It's been my job to look after all the little ones, but over time, I lost track of so many. Sonic, may I ask you to return my charges to me? Calling your children charges? Sure thing, Gramps. If I see any while I'm helping my friends, I'll bring them back to you. Ah, true hero. I'll happily reward you for your efforts. Let me see. I can do two things for you. Increase your speed or raise the maximum capacity of your rings. Cool, let's do it then. All in due time, bring 15 Coco to me and we shall speak again. The more Coco you turn to me, the more I shall do for you. Farewell, Sonic. Take care of yourself and my dear Coco. How many do I have? 11. That's why I won't do the thing. I'm like, wait, why don't I have enough Coco? That's why. Okay. I actually need Coco real quick. I'll just do this once because I'm gonna show the problem here. I need to show this problem because this I don't understand how this is a thing. I should be patching this out. There's a mod that kind of fixes it, but still doesn't fully fix the problem. We'll see here in a second. Let me grab some more Coco. The one time I actually want the collectible in the game because I can't use these things otherwise. So I don't get a spear through my head. Giant mech, I'm good. God. I thought I'd just say that, man, that anime in question, even Galleon's messed up, but man, a lot of bad things happens to Shinji specifically. Like, that guy just goes through the ringer. Okay, this is good enough. I want to fill up my rings a decent amount, not all the way. Actually, no, I'm only gonna upgrade one thing, so I'm gonna do it all the way, never mind. Get my little movie cutscene again. And now I have level 99 speed, so why would I ever upgrade speed? Let me upgrade my ring capacity. Come here, buddy. Welcome back, my dear Coco. Thank you, Sonic. Try to grant you more power. So what we start with. So you can only choose one or two. Increase speed or raise ring. You cannot do everything at once. You have to pick one or the other, so I'll just raise the ring. Raises it by 6 rings. That's not much. That's level 2. So there you go. Raise maximum capacity of the rings. Invigorate, isn't it? Yeah, not really. Say I didn't want that. I actually want to do speed instead, because now look at my speed. I went down a peg because I'm not at max rings. So now this ability's harder to get, which is not as ideal. For speedrunners, they don't like leveling up ring at all. They don't even level up speed, I think, either, for the same reasons. I'll still gonna get dinner. All right, well, I'll see you in a bit, Ethan. Ignore him. We're not fighting that guy. We're just coming over here, talking to this guy, because I want to show this is what he can do now when you level up a bit, because this is what he meant before. You can now swap between your levels from ring capacity to speed and vice versa. So if I do ring capacity to speed, I will downgrade myself back to 400, but now my max speed for boost is ever so slightly faster, but yeah, this is another reason why maybe you don't really need to worry about this. The Coco are not really that useful in this game, when you really think about it. So you, hit me. Hit me, sir. I wanna lose a ring. Oh, that's okay. I guess you're a passive enemy today. Let me just find someone that can hit me faster than that thing, because I don't want to be here 5 minutes. There. This bomb will be perfect. Because if you don't guard these things, they're really hard to avoid. Dude, just get me up there. Dude. Fine, I got the orbs done. Hit me. Thank you. Here's my speed now at level 2. It's really not that different. You need to upgrade these capacities a lot to see a difference. You really do. But also, notice how when I was over here, I had the option to pick a thing. I'm just going to give you some foreshadowing with how the ring and levels work, because I'm never doing it. You can only do one at a time. But notice how the other Elder Coco, he leveled me up immediately from level 1 to 11/12 for the other stats. Why can't they do that for the speed/ring upgrade? I don't understand it. It's a very weird thing. So, that's it. We're done cheating. Now we're back to level 1, so now we're playing things like we were before. The hard way. Wait, I already screwed this up. Hang on. I don't know why I immediately turned right. That was a bad move. So we're going to be collecting these Coco and these seeds, just not use any of them, because there's no reason for us to ever use these things. Due to how we're playing this with Challenge Run, I don't even want to talk to this guy. The second I talk to him, boom, I'm locked in. I do not have a say in my levels anymore, so we're never going to talk to the Coco. We're just going to admire them.
Yo, Amy. Who's your friend?
This Coco says they need to find their one true love before it's too late. They've been too shy to express their feelings, but if they don't do it now, they may never get the chance.
You got all that, huh?
I feel like the dimension I'm in is translating for me. It's strange, but feels natural.
Well, you always had a knack for weird insights. Who am I to argue?
Well, don't you worry. We'll reunite you with your lost love.
I would think we've got more pressing issues, but again, who am I to argue?
Who knows? Maybe it'll lead to something good. Or maybe two things that are good. Foreshadowing. Okay, good. I can do this right now. These are my least favorite kind of missions to do. These are night-specific puzzles. There's no way to actually change the weather system in this game or the time of day, so you have to just kind of wait it out. I could technically fix this with a mod, but this is one of those situations where that mod will break the game. It can make it way too easy, so we're not doing that. I feel like I should point that out. I don't know why they had to do night-specific puzzles in this game, because they're just a nuisance. If a game does something like this and they don't let you change time of day, it just becomes annoying. And for an open-world game specifically, we gotta run all the way over there in question for this puzzle. It's a lot to ask of the player. Every time you clear one of the puzzles, you get one of these seeds for attack or defense, so we'll just be getting these anyways. You know how else I get the seeds? By just walking in circles, so what's the point? Also, you can never skip that. That low animation thing of Sonic getting the glowy eyes, you can never skip. Again, there's a mod for that, but we're not going to use it. Maybe later if it gets too much of a nuisance. Alright, I want the stomp attack next. And now we get a little training scene for it. So, doing a combo, literally just stomp. We can always repeat these little training exercises we need to as well. Probably won't need. Oh, again, I learned my phone. I was like, what the heck was going on my phone? Okay, this is Grand Slam following. Okay, yeah, I know what that is. I can't do that until a certain thing happens in combat. We'll get more moves here the more we play. But for right now, we have, like, next to nothing. Hello, big dude. I'm gonna circle your legs and get me a gear. Free gear. You don't need to fight these guys if you just want to get the gears from the Seraphite. Because that's just way easier than fighting them for the one gear. So you're supposed to climb this guy 3 times? No. No, it's like 1 2/3 of me. If you know how to boost your way back on, that guy is very easy. No skill points. Gonna need these early on. They really help. I will say, out of all the different like island puzzles, this is one of my favorites. It's simple. It's literally just run to a goal, but I don't know, I always like running. Maybe that's why I like it so much. Plus, half the time you go through like a nice obstacle course to get to them. So to get to the goal, I gotta do a lot of work. It's not just walking up. Easy. In fact, I actually stomped right on the point, which I wasn't trying to do. There's some more things in question. I do see another one of the cyberspace levels on my map, so I'll probably do that here soon. that, thank you. But... oh, I see. So after you beat up Sonic, you have a good time over there, don't you, buddy? Huh. Alright, well that's a thing.
Yo, don't you think that Titan was kinda overkill?
You are an enemy to be eliminated, and you are powerless compared to its might.
Maybe as I am, but I'm willing to bet I could handle it as Supersonic. All I need are the Chaos Emeralds.
I see one over there in the
in
distance.
any scenario, the end results will not change. Additionally, what you seek is in its presence. You've lost the battle before it has even begun.
I don't know, looks like he has a fun battle over there, to say the least. I wonder if modifications happen to him in between our battle. Foreshadowing. Hey Allison, how you doing? Easy. Those are really, I think, some of the easier puzzles to do if you're just paying attention, like do very fast quick steps. I don't really have a hard time with the quick step puzzles, really. They do get harder. Not by much, though. Careful that speed, that's way too much. Alright, give me the gear. It's time. Yeah, you know it. I didn't actually mean to do that, but that's another glitch. I found that by complete accident and I learned, oh, that's a very busted glitch to do in the overworld sections. It's like a rail launch, I think it's called. You got a lot of speed launch yourself off a rail in this game. And you can carry that speed and just jump off of really ideal areas to skip like large gaps. It's really, really busted. Alright, this is, I believe, 1-4? I can do these in order, but there's no promises there. Oh, no, it's 1-5. Alright, so I'm one ahead. Alright, 40 rings, that's not bad. You don't know the S rank time on these, which is not the best. I would love to know those before I jump in. It's fine. S rank times outside of 1-2 are pretty forgiving. 1-2 is the only stage that's really tight. How about no? I can always turn those off, but sometimes I just like having them on for Sonic to stare at a thing. So welcome to Chemical Plant Modern from Sonic Generations. This is where you notice the speed thing in these levels to not be great, because this is much faster for Sonic Generations. Like, you go like triple speed in that game compared to how you move in this one. Also, there's no drift in this game. Only one level has it, because it's a level-specific gimmick. And it's horrible. It's honestly the worst thing in this game. It is very bad to control. We'll see that. I think it's in Island 3, so it's going to be a bit away. I thought I landed on him. Almost did. Do I have enough? Yeah, I think it was like 40 rings, so I'm good. And that's it. I shouldn't have to redo the stage. Yeah, that's all the goals. Easy. Give me more keys I can't use, because I have more than enough. Why is that a tutorial? I don't know where I'm gonna put these keys. Guess if anything, I'll just shove them in my back pocket that I don't have. Also, I didn't mention that when you get all the goals, you get 3 additional keys. So every cyberspace level, you get 7. Do one of these things, and you'll unlock like 2 emeralds. So Island 1 is just very, very easy to get everything unlocked, like immediately. You do like 1 or 2 things, and you almost have enough things in general to clear out a multitude of different tasks. Whether it be the memory tokens or the seeds that level up fast. The unlock chaos emeralds, gears are plentiful.
How you feeling, Amy?
Island 1's kind of like a big
what's it
old
like
tutorial
being
island
all
in a lot of ways.
Ghosty.
Honestly,
Still
I
makes
don't
sense.
feel that difference since you helped clear my mind. I guess it feels kind of... detached? Have you ever flown around in a dream? Like you're lighter than air? That's what it feels like to me, anyway. I just wish I could finally land and be whole again.
Yeah, hang in there, Amy. I'll figure something out.
Man, this weird cyberspace state kind of sounds like a lucid dream for Amy, because that's kind of like what I heard lucid dreaming is. Oh yeah, I think that's another rail section I don't have just yet, so that would have been bad if I missed. Alright, I'm gonna go back and get those things from the first area with Amy. After a trip from 1-4, because I think this is actually 1-4. I just kind of zoomed by it earlier. I was only here to get Coco on a cheater file, just to show all the Coco upgrades that we're never doing. Because honestly, this game is so easy when you start upgrading Sonic, because I want to see how much the game scales in difficulty when you don't level them up at all. Because it really does feel like by the time you get to Island 2, you can one-shot a lot of enemies, and that just kind of continues until like the end of the game. Like literally one of the final Titan fights, I beat in like a minute once I was level 99. It was ridiculously easy. So I'm interested to see how much longer the fight will go on without even touching a level once. Also, I think that's the only way you know drop dash is in this game, because it's like the only time they bring it up is on a training screen. Because nowhere in the base game, like running around the island, such tells you that. We're gonna do all the Cocos, so you won't use them? Good question. Maybe it could be like another character in this game and start selling them. Hey, what about a Coco? 20 rings per Coco. I can use those. Also, this is Green Hill Modern from Sonic Generations. It looks familiar. It is. Like every other level in this game. I don't think I have enough rings. I just noticed that. We need 40, and I have 36. Are there any rings here? Oh yeah, this would be enough. Just enough, actually. Perfect. I honestly started to miscount that near the end of the level. Didn't think I had enough rings to even clear. Oh, it was only 20! Why am I thinking 40? It was the last level. Even easier. I just get like 1 bio and I'm done. Didn't even need to try. Alright, so at this point we've seen this scene enough. I'm just gonna start skipping. Yep, yeah, yep. Keys. Got them. Good. I'm never using them because I have 45. What do I do with all these keys? It's our locksmith company? Because I can't use these. Sometimes that just happens. You hit a random part of collision and you just go flying. I don't know why. It's just like a weird quirk with this game. Oh, Cheesecake Factory keys. I get the reference. Alright, over here. Actually, where's Amy? She should be like around here-ish. There you are. Talk to me. And I think after we do this scene, and then also I grab this other token in question, I may just take a quick little break so I can get up and stretch for a moment. Be a good time to do that anyways.
These ruins are almost like a puzzle.
I know, right? I don't even know what I'm doing with most of these. I'm just running on instinct.
Well, the energy that powers them is linked to cyberspace, right? And you took on that power when you freed me. Maybe that link is giving you special insight? Maybe they use that link among themselves. Like, instead of a language, they shared their thoughts and feelings directly.
Yeah, maybe. Well, all I know is the idea of the map gets updated in my head, which brings me one step closer to rescuing you.
Huh, okay. Sonic has GPS in the forehead. Yeah, that makes sense. To be fair, his interaction with cyberspace seems to be different from everyone else, which is kind of why he can easily just see everything kind of in his own head. It's kind of like a weird thing, but it kind of makes sense for the plot. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not getting over that from this area. Just gotta be careful. Don't want to fall to my death doing something stupid like this. Oh, how did I not get this when I was first here? Wasn't paying attention to this, I guess. Easy to do, to be honest. I think that's it for this whole tutorial section of the first island, which is called Kronos. There's nothing else really here that I can grab anymore. I think what I'll do, I'll go over here, do this little thing. After we get that objective, I'll take the break. I love having max boost speed. Who needs to level up? This is why this is a challenge run. Because I can already use level 99 technically. It's just called getting rings. Just a native thing in the game. A little busted. Also, the infinite boost thing, once it runs out, you can just do another infinity sign with Psyloop, but just get more, so it doesn't even matter. Okay, I guess we're going this way now. Sure. Actually, wait a minute, what was I doing? This is an attack-based thing. Can I do it with Stomp? Yeah, just not fully. I could just do that. Alright, there you go. Neat. Now we get more of the map. I can also see more of the stuff that's over in the first area if I missed anything, which, no. No, I didn't. Alright, but I think this is a good area to take a break, so just look at the nice scenery. He's still dancing. What is with him? I don't know. We'll find out at some point. Also, when you idle for a little bit, these guys show up. The amount of cocoa that's in front of you depends on how many you have in your inventory. Also, I have this because DLC from Japan that's not on the PC version. Shush, shush, shush. It's a weird area. Very weird, like grayish area. It's free DLC, that's why I'm fine with it. Alright, but with that, I'm actually going to take a break, so I'm going to go ahead, get up and stretch for a moment, and then when we come back, we'll go ahead and continue more of our exploration here on Kronos Island. So stay tuned, back here in a few. Alright, we're back. You may be wondering, why are we on the title screen? Why? We were in the middle of Kronos Island. Well, that's because I want to go to extras. And it's time for our first outfit change. It's because we talked about it earlier. One of the things that happened, let's enable that Corona DLC. All of it. And I mean all of it. This will be a mistake. So, if you have the Switch/PS4 version, you live in Japan, or have a Japanese account, you can download this DLC, which, as you can already see, has modified the Coco. They're, a little different looking and sounding. Very, interesting and, anime-ish. You can also notice my costume's different now, as my shoes and my gloves have changed. That's not all that's changed, though, as you can kind of already hear with the Coco. Sound effects have also been changed in this DLC. It's a plethora of changes. I think some of the most changes any DLC has. It's all free. It's just you have to have the Japanese versions of Sonic Frontiers in some fashion. Like, at least have access to Japanese shops for PS4 and the Switch. It's kind of weird, but in some ways, I guess it makes sense. I don't know. Modding scene is at least able to port over the data to the PC version, so we'll at least have access to it showed off. I'm not going to be using all the stuff. If anything, maybe the costume. I want to show some of the sound effect stuff because, yeah, there's a lot. Karani Luli did the sound effects herself, which is why things sound a little, custom. So I believe it's the rings, bumpers, the, well, the standard, like, pink and rainbow rings. All those are replaced with new sound effects. Coco also different sounds. Sonic's boost. So if you do this. Shut up, apparently. So, yeah, it's a whole, like, plethora of stuff. I just want to show that because, honestly, that's going to drive me insane. So I'm not going to use that for that long. It's just too much. Also, I want to show this. Look at how beautiful this game looks. It looks so nice and so sharp. Look clean. See a little flying thing in the distance. It looks great. Now let me show you what happens when you buy the wrong version of a video game. This is something I want to show really quick. I ain't using this for that long, but it needs to be shown. I enable this. Give me 1 second here. Okay, it's on. Yeah, it is pretty. It's like Sonic Breath of the Wild. That's what a lot of people compared it to. I heard one person throw around the term Breath of the Werehog, which kind of made me laugh a little bit. It's like, he's not even in this game. But I can see it. Alright, to apply the rest of this, hang on. We need to go even lower. Actually, no, I'll leave it to... No, I won't do this. I'll leave it at 1080p. This is the only exaggeration part, but the rest... No, it's bloom. Hang on. It's gotta be this low. There you go. Because, trust me, I need to modify this specifically because of a specific thing. So, this game looks very nice, pretty. The texture's like really sharp. Grass looks great. If you're playing everything but the Switch version. Here's the Nintendo Switch version! God! Ugh! Why? Just why would you buy this version? Oh my god. It looks awful. This is a little bit of an exaggeration because this is a mod that converts the game to the Switch graphics. This mod legitimately ripped the Switch assets out and ported them to PC. The game becomes Vaseline blurry fest. Like, oh my gosh. And the poppin', man. Look at the poppin'. It's so bad. So I must ask the question, Matt, why'd you buy this version? Why'd you buy this version? Like, look at that in the distance. Look at one of the mini-bosses. It can't even load correctly. That may be a side effect of the mod, but, again, exaggeration. It just looks so bad. It looks so horrible. Why? Look at the rocks. It's like, what did they do with my rock? Because I like the Switch. Alright, fair enough. This is sad. So, how about we don't play with this? Just like at all. No, thank you. I wanted to show that because honestly, it really shows the parallels between what we're actually using for the said playthrough and what you got if you bought the wrong version. I keep on saying it that way because I don't think anyone realized the Switch version was going to look that bad. And again, that's an exaggeration because it does look worse. Like, the grass, I think, is a whole different color. I don't think the, like, glitchy poppin' is as bad, but it's still bad. But yes, to answer that question, this is on PC, Allison. Alright, put that back to high, so that way we get our graphics back up to the best quality. I'm also now using a mod to do quick boot, so I could just go straight in the game. Skip all those intro cutscene things, because I don't need a majority of them. I don't need to know who made this game. I know, it's Sega. Skip that. Ah, good. The beautiful Sorry, I'm a little distracted by Dancing Man again. Alright, I guess he's just... He had to take a break himself. Now he has to dance again. Alright, moving on. Alright, so what do I want to do next? How about this memory here with our new character? Hey, pass her. No, it's over here. So this character's name is Sage. We got a glimpse of her early on with that prologue video and then also in that Titan cutscene. But this here's a brand new character to introduce for Frontiers. And she's probably one of the best characters introduced in the Sonic game in a while. She has a lot of personality.
Oh, hey. You show up everywhere. You know, I don't think we were ever properly introduced. I'm Sonic.
I know who you are. Your age, your biometrics, your weaknesses. You live for speed, are short-tempered, and short-sighted.
Oh, so you're a fan. But I don't know anything about you, Miss...
I will not share personal information with an enemy.
Smart. Don't
Why
put
are
your
we
credit card
enemies?
information in the chat. She's one of those that knows
Kid.
better.
I don't really get a bad vibe off of her, though.
At least I say that version was a bad side, looked like mud. Yeah, I mean, the worst part about it is the pop-in, although every version has pop-in problems. That's just baked into the engine, sadly. Graphics were extremely bad because it's the Switch. I mean, you can't really expect good graphics out of that system anymore, sadly. It's aging hardware, and devs just don't really know what to do with it, and that's fair. But also, it was, for what it was, I think, yeah, it was fine. Loading times are bad, but again, I think a lot of Switch games have that problem. It's a lot of problems that version has that, like, literally every third-party release has nowadays, so it's nothing new for that system. You just have to make sacrifices if you want to play on that version. So if you want that portability. Although that argument's starting to go out the window because of the Steam Deck, so that's kind of why everyone's hoping for a system refresh or even just a brand new system soon. We'll probably see like a successor to the Switch within the next like year or two, I would imagine. By 2025 at the very least, we'll see it. Because honestly, from what I heard, this game runs really well in Steam Deck, so you don't need like super high-end hardware to play this game. It can run on a lot of different pieces of tech. It might not look as good, but it still runs good, from what I heard. You can still run at 60 FPS and have some sharp textures. Also, hey, Apgar, how you doing? I think that's the only other night-specific puzzle I have to worry about. I can't think of any other puzzles that are night-specific on this island. Yeah, sure, that counts. That definitely didn't look like an infinity sign, but we take those. Alright, time to be a hamster real quick. Embrace the inner rat, Comet Sonic, and run on a hamster wheel. 3060 Ti can run this on high. Oh, easily, yeah. On my old aging laptop, I can run this game with a GTX 1060 and a 4-core processor pretty high up. I can't do full high on that, but I can almost max it out. Meanwhile, my GTX 1080 can. Like that, yeah, no problems. So if a 6-year-old car can easily do that, 3060 Ti would have no problem. Do you have this game out of curiosity, Allison? No, I might be able to hook you up with it, technically. If you just want to try it, that is. Because honestly, I would say, even if you never played a Sonic game before, this is probably one of the best games to just start with. Just because of the nature of it. It's a very simple and easy to get into game. It still has all the charm of a Sonic game if you're a Sonic fan, but it has new elements that are also really good. Just overall, it's a good video game. With Dancing Man included. He may not actually be included. Okay, then I just do this. Laptop has 2060 RTX. Yeah, I think your laptop can run this game too. Got more copies from Humble. Yeah, I mean, that was like a couple years ago. But maybe. I think, well, I know it's like on sale on Switch, so avoid that. I think a lot of Sega games are kind of on sale right now. There's like a winter sale thing that's going on in certain storefronts. Okay, something just happened. Was it this man? Because he didn't play an intro, he just had a sound effect. I say the sorry Matt comment. Hey man, we ain't calling you out. I just think it's funny. I just love seeing the comparison shot. I actually watched the Digital Foundry breakdown this game, and honestly, it runs really good on all systems. The frame rate's like the one thing that's different between all platforms for whatever reason. Like, for some reason, this game does not run in 60 frames per second on even the most newest, modern systems like the PS5, the Xbox Series, unless you're playing in performance modes. I think high quality modes, 4K 30. I'd rather play in 60 frames, especially for a game like this. Action-based games are much better at a higher frame rate, and Sonic is no exception. Meanwhile, I think like the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X, they don't run this at all in 60 frames per second. They're only 30, no matter what. They look good, but you don't get the frame rate bump for whatever reason. Because I think those systems can do 1080-60. It's just they're opting for the 4K option, I think. For whatever reason. I wish you just had the choice. That would be nice. Flux 10 minutes already to call me out. Hey, don't worry about it. I ain't calling you out now. No, it's all fun. You play whatever program you want. Technically. Again, looking at the breakdown, this game is graphically inferior on Switch, but it's still kind of impressive for Switch standards, and it runs fine enough. No major issues with the system at all, which for a lot of Switch games is a very big achievement if you look at third-party releases. Certain ones just barely even function. Boris HD puts more stress in my system. Man, that's saying something. RuneScape HD's mod is just that more graphically intensive than something else. Call me a shark. Alright, well, I live up to my name, I guess.
Sonic, over here.
That's 70 keyed on the GPU, 2K monitor. Well, I mean, that makes sense for like 1440p. That definitely would stress it out more. The GPU's gonna be pretty much max at all times.
His poor mother says she's lost her children.
To be fair, that's normal operational loads on a
Read the back of your
GPU.
pants.
This game right now is maxing out my GPU's memory, I think. And by doing that, it's running at a nice 70. I would actually check, but that actually kind of breaks things when I stream, so I don't usually run those metrics. I do have a frame rate counter in my own little corner, like this way. It's this way. You just can't see it because it's on Steam Overlay. Anyways, everyone like that like one goat game from Breath of the Wild, or not Breath of the Wild, Twilight Princess. You know, you heard goats. Well, in this case, I'm hurting Coco. Same energy. This is how we retrieve just lost kids, right? Just push them. Although this game's a little weird because sometimes the Coco go in the wrong direction, which doesn't help. Avoid the bombs, you only get 3 lives. Lose all 3, you gotta start from scratch. But it's really not that hard. The timer is the more problematic thing. And even then, that's not that hard. He's still dancing in the background. Let's just dance with the big dude. I didn't think he was still dancing there in that. That's certainly an in-game cutscene. It's not pre-rendered, so that's why you see the guy dancing in the background, because I hate to break it to you, but him dancing, that's a mod. That's why he's doing that. I have a certain mod on that just kind of changes things. I think it's more interesting than the guy just sitting around doing nothing. Oh, what happened? They die? How sad.
Okay, okay. We'll keep looking. Sonic, they act like none of that happened.
Do we even know what that was?
Got a good
No.
point.
But I got a sense of completion, comfort.
Weird. Let's keep moving. I want to wrap up our time here ASAP.
Sounds good to me.
So what really happened there is Coco are technically spirits. So when we help those Coco specifically, we set those spirits free. Which is why none of the others kind of realize what happened, because they're all spirits at the end of the day. They'll go through something like that at their own time. They just haven't done it yet. Alright, now where do I want to go? I probably should do one of these puzzles. I should do all the island puzzles whenever I can, because then I'll be able to see more of the map. And that's another reason later on to do all these. Like, there's another effect. Matt, really? You call me a jerk, and then I see that in chat. Nice kick W to the Coco dying. Man. You guys thought I was messed up. Yeah, that's how you solved that puzzle, right? It totally intended. That didn't just happen by pure accident. I swear, sometimes you just get launched off so easily from like a random slope or like a piece of ground ever so slightly jutted upwards. Doesn't even matter. It's like sometimes a collision on a piece of platform is weird, and that just happens. What the? Why? What? Huh? Huh? Why? I'm a little confused as to what just happened there. Alright. Sure. I guess I should try that puzzle again. What is happening? Oh, sorry. We interrupt your puzzle to bring you squid. It might be something to do with the straw distance mod, because I heard the pop-in mod can sometimes break other things. Not squid. Excuse me, sir. I'm over here. I don't know why he just ignored me. Rude. I will find you. I will beat you back up. How do I do that one move again? LBR. Okay, X. Okay, I get it. I haven't done a lot of these combos legitimately, because when I first played, I instantly unlocked the auto combo system because I just wanted to see all the new moves. I didn't want to bother actually doing the combos for it. I just don't know. Can I even get the squid right now? He's in a really weird spot. He doesn't heal, so if I can just catch up to him, I can still interact. Okay, well, I'm definitely not doing it on that attempt. Ah, we interrupt your squid for ninja. Oh, now you tell me how to parry. I already know. Thanks. Is that one move I unlocked? I'll definitely have not how you do the move. Hang on. Might just go right to the training simulator. See what I'm doing wrong. Nothing actually, because I don't think that's okay. I have to change my draw distance mod. I've heard issues with it, and that's one of them. All right, so just don't use Wild Rush right now. That's broken with this mod. Where'd Squid go? Where's our boy? There he is. I can hear him. I know he's nearby. There he is. Oh, great. I hate how the cutscene interrupts my air boost, so it just doesn't work. And now he might actually get away again. Nope, I can get to him. Yeah, that's right. Come here, squid. I always like getting infinite boost before I get on the squid's like auto section because you use a lot of boost in this. There you go. Just beat him up a bunch. Easy. Drop in the middle of nowhere here, buddy. Oh, comedian Amy. Amy? Amy. Amy, thank you. It's like, please talk to me.
You again?
Submit. Your reckless actions.
Okay, I was gonna try to modify that mod in the middle of this. That ain't happening. They don't let you.
Endanger the world.
Care to explain how saving my friends is a bad thing?
You are an enemy combatant. I will not share data with you.
What is wrong with you? Sonic would never endanger anyone. He's even going to help this Coco reunite with their one true love.
Love. An emotional status too vague and varied in its definition. You are both too ignorant to be helped.
I mean, she's got a point. Why are we helping these Coco right now with love? We gotta get Amy out of cyberspace. That's kind of more important.
Aside from being a pain, no clue.
Alright, let me get back over to that other puzzle. I'm gonna save in front of it, and I'm gonna modify my pop-in mod, because I think that is what's breaking this. Because when I attempt to even get into this... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Combat, really? I'm nowhere near an enemy. You can't save or load when combat's happening, which is a real annoying quirk in this game. Okay, so when I step in here... Oh, now it works! Alright, never mind all the modify. I don't know what was happening before. Sure. By the way, the wild charge isn't working. I may still have to modify my pop-in value to fix that move. For whatever reason. It has nothing to do with the frame rate, because that happens at 60 frames. Game gives you Nier vibes. I guess I can kind of see it with like the newer Nier games. Alright, let me save again. I'm gonna try this training simulator game. Something feels off. Because when I do the move, it just glitches out. Like, 100%. Because I'm seeing Sonic, like, start the animation, and he just immediately cancels out of it. Because you can kind of see if he wants to do it. They won't. That's really weird. And I love how the game is telling me how to do it. I know, I've been trying. Let me try modifying my thing real quick. So I'm going to bump it down from 5x to 3.5 and see if that makes a difference. Something's wrong with Wild Charge. And while we're here, let's change our costume. I'm going to get this one out of the way because this next costume I'm using is my least favorite. It's ugly. Adventure gloves and shoes. Not Sonic Adventure gloves. No, Adventurer's gloves. These things are, ugh. It just looks out of place for this hedgehog. You'll see when the game loads. What are these things? Like, what? Like cheap leather gloves and boots. It just doesn't match the character, like, at all. Okay, now it's working. Because I did the same thing before, and it definitely wasn't working. Alright, you know what? That's weird. Let me see another thing. Let me bump it back up in case maybe my buttons got stuck. Just in case it was user error. Someone tells me it might have been user error. Either way, it gave me an excuse to change out to the Adventurer gloves and boots, which I paid money for. It's my least favorite costume. All the other costumes we'll be showing in this, they were all free, and they're way better. That's saying a lot. The only one you can't get anymore is the soap shoes one. The soap shoes from Sonic Adventure 2 was like a sign-up letter bonus to like their newsletter, and they stopped distributing the shoes after January. Okay, I think it was just user error, because now it's working. I swear, I pressed one of the bumpers and then the X button, and not like at the same time, but the game kept on eating the input. Probably my bumper sticking, because this is an old controller. I do need to get a new Xbox controller at some point. This one has a lot of wear and tear to it. Got the soap shoes. Yeah, I mean, that's good you did, since you no longer can get them. I guess if you missed them on the PC version, it wouldn't be a big deal, because probably a mod for that. But all the other versions, if you didn't get them, you're out of luck. Nice save. And I missed. I was hoping I could have got that, but nope. Little stuck, but that's fine. It's fine. We don't fall through the floor, right? Surprised the game doesn't really tell you about that part of Stomp. It might in a training simulator, but I don't think I ever got a training sim that tells me about the Stomp's like overall power. By just doing like 3 in a row. I think I can just barely make it to that rail from here. Oh, well, somehow got a Coco on the way down. That's impressive. Really? Send me back up. Not that way. It's the wrong direction. All for a shortcut, because I want to get a memory token. I'm not even sure why I'm doing this, because I have more than enough. And that's kind of a thing I want to bring up. Can I please stop getting this weird camera? I can't see. There's a lot of, like, memory token challenges all over the world. And honestly, you don't need to do a majority of them, because of just how the game kind of, like, showers you in these tokens at one point. I may not do all these. Maybe as, like, a cleanup thing before we, like, end the series. Maybe I can go back and get more. But I think once I have enough tokens, we may just not do a majority of these things, because there is a lot in the world. Like, all these memory tokens we don't need. And even without the digital deluxes, like 40 bonus ones we get in the beginning, still don't need a majority of those. You could just skip a lot of the memory tokens. And a lot of the challenges, they take a very long time just for one token. So not as worth it. Because watch, this is just going to be like pile 10. Yep, see, sure enough. This is why you don't need to do the challenges, because they just shower you in tokens. So that's another reason why I may not do them all, and just maybe at the end we'll just do like a cleanup round if we just wanted to have like one session dedicated to just getting memory tokens. There's so many in the game. There really are, and there's just no reason to get a majority of them. Also, hey there, Ethan. Welcome back. I was just at dinner. I kind of wanted to hit that. I can't reach that from here now, can I? Unless I get a weird fling? Yeah, definitely not. Oh, hi! Didn't even see you there. Well, watch, I'll send that right back. Well, that was anticlimactic. Like, what's the point in doing that? Like, there's no reason to actually knock his shield off. It legitimately has no purpose. You're better off just doing this. So hard. Much thought in puzzle. Here's my next emerald. Is that emerald number... Yeah, no, it's number 3 from Vault. That means there's one more after that I can get from Vault. Really? I got the bad jump. I'm so slow without my 400 rings. You really notice a big difference when you're level 1. You really do. Fixed. Amy, talk to me. Amy, is it because of you? Probably because of you. There, no combat. Only talking. Yeah, sure enough. The hitbox for that conversation starter, massive. That's how you know the enemy was a problem. Can't do anything in this game if an enemy sees you, so just take care of him or run away.
So, something's been bugging me about these ruins. The whole reason we came was because Tails detected the Chaos Emeralds were drawn here, right? And now I'm finding digital keys and confinement towers that seem custom-made to hold the emeralds. Like half this stuff was built with them in mind.
Maybe the ancients used the Chaos Emeralds in the past. We've learned of other past civilizations who did too.
Yeah, but those groups tried to use them. And the stuff here seems all about containment.
Maybe they knew something about their power that we don't. The Chaos Emeralds are still pretty mysterious, even after all we've done with them.
Sonic, better question. What are those? Like, seriously, what are you wearing? Yeah, don't worry about it. I paid money for these. Sonic, that was a mistake. Get a refund. They look awful. Not used to Sonic characters talk serious stuff. Yeah, that's a theme in this game a lot. You're gonna hear a lot of more dark tones in this story, along with a lot more backstory when it comes to a lot of things in the Sonic universe. There's a lot of things that are interconnected here. I think some that are retconned, because there's a certain thing later on I have some questions about. And then just a lot of character development. This is one of the best Sonic stories in a very long time. And the reason being is one of the people who worked on this was Ian Flynn. And Ian Flynn's well known in the Archie comic scene. Like, he makes a lot of like good stories in the Sonic comics from what I hear. Now, keep in mind, the base story is still all Sega, but Ian Flynn adds like a lot of like the character charm to it. Like some of the extra dialogue introduced like for callbacks for this or that. Yeah, that was him. Not specifically Sega. Oh wait, I don't want to do that one yet because there's a specific skill I want. Yeah, it's this one. I want 20 points. I'm gonna ignore Amy for a while. I want 20 points before I talk to Amy again. Won't take me that long to get 20 points. Also, notice that skill tree. What you see is what you get. I'm already like, what, halfway through the skill tree, maybe more. There's not many skills in this game. You unlock them fairly quick. Like, by the time you get to Island 2, you're gonna 100% that skill tree. No questions asked. Basically like Pokemon Adventures manga writers in comparison from what you heard. Yeah, I guess something similar, because I guess the manga writers for Pokemon have like that same kind of like strong story level energy. I don't know, I haven't read that manga either, so I wouldn't know for sure. We... Sorry, hitting that box made me allergic. But I'll spare you the sound of the sneeze, because that's loud. Also, no, I'm actually allergic to Sonic shoes. Please, sir. I'd rather see you with anything else on, instead of what those things are. Can we land the squid? I don't think so. I might be able... Actually, no, wait a minute. I might be able to land on squid after all. Hey, squid! I'm coming for you. Hello, squid! Mind if I catch a ride? Alright, those shots just went somewhere. Not here, though. Okay, that's a good time to sidestep into his projectile. Maybe a little bit slower, but it's fine. No, don't go out of the bounds. He will start doing something. And we don't want to do anything. We want to just stay still. No running, no attacking, no nothing. Sir, where's my portal gear? Sir? I feel like I was robbed. Oh, there it is. Squid just want to take a sweet time dropping his gear. That should be more than enough, yeah. I kid you not, that specific puzzle took me 20 minutes on my first playthrough because I didn't see the leaves. I thought you had to do something with the trees because I found the other puzzle earlier on in Kronos Island. We have to side loop the trees at night, so I thought this was something similar. No, it's just a bush hiding a switch. The easiest solution it took 20 minutes to find. One of those puzzles. Right, where was Amy? I saw her icon nearby. It's like somewhere around here. Oh, I know where. It's on a platform up here somewhere. That's why I can't actually, like, see it. Yeah, she's over here where I got the memory token. I shouldn't have jumped down right away because she was literally in front of me.
It's beautiful here, but there's a loneliness here. The land feels sad and empty.
Yeah, I got the same feeling. But I think it's tied to the ruins, weird robots, and other stuff we've encountered. But on the plus side, I've got plenty of room to run around.
And you never know how many new routes you may discover.
Yeah, I'll try not to have too much fun finding a way to restore you.
Sonic, come on. Don't be doing that. Save me now. It's like, Amy, it's like if I was physical right now, if I had a physical body and not a digital one, I would take my hammer out and bash your head in. Like a normal day. Are we just gonna repeat the same, like, pattern, really? That was easy. Give me the thing I'm not using. You know what? Do I have like 1, 2? No, 2 more. Okay. Hold off for a second then. Like, I want to do all these map things, but I'm so close to another objective. I might as well do this first. It's actually right next to us here. We'll finally learn what these purple points are for. Souls trapped in their cyberspace, the current cyberspace section. Alright, here this is something new. This is not a cyberspace level. This is actually something completely different. As you can see by the purple gate. Ooh, fancy. Hashtag so alone. That's cyberspace in a nutshell.
Oh, hey, Sonic. You come here to fish too?
Big? What are you doing here? How did you get here? What even is here?
I don't know. I was looking for fishing spots and wound up here.
Alright. Good enough for me, because that's all we're getting for the explanation.
So now I'm fishing.
He literally is just here because. That's it.
Of course you are.
Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow a rod.
This is just a stick, Big. A stick with like a tiny line on it.
For a second.
Do you know how to fish? Hey, you've got a bite.
What? Do you know how to fit? Well, I guess he's doing it. Okay, I'll shut up. I don't know what just happened there. I misclicked something on my space bar, and I guess that kind of started the fishing games. Like, good enough for me.
quickly.
The fishing in this game is super easy. All you do is just that. You match the little white circle inside the red circle. Boom, fish. Easy.
Wow, awesome! You've caught it already. Nice catch, Sonic. I'll trade you a token for any fish you catch.
Vic, that's neat, but can you move the lips? Because when you don't have lips moving and it's just a still thing like this, it's very uncomfortable.
If you get plenty of tokens, I'll trade them for some of the treasures I found. Just tell me what you want. Froggy really likes those purple coins. If you bring me one, I'll let you borrow my rod again.
Big, never say that sentence ever again. Please. Because I know your original VA would have made a sexual joke with that, because Duke Nukem. Now we get introduced to the whole fishing thing. We get treasure tokens, gold cards, we get green coins that we can spend on items. It's a whole smorgasbord.
Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow.
Nah, I feel like making food. So barbecue spit here, this was DLC that is 100% free. This is part of the Monster Hunter DLC package. We can literally just cook some food, and that gives us coins. This is really good early game. So just give it a sec. Let you cook. And it's done. If you get a so tasty result, you get 3 tokens from that. Free 3 tokens. Here's what happens if you don't cook it enough. Nothing. Some people prefer it this way. Here's what happens when you burn it. Yeah, some people still prefer this. But you get a token at least. Yeah, we're not doing that. It's really good early game, but I'd rather fish. I have 25 purple coins, so I have more than enough to fish. Now it's time for that nice interaction between myself and the chat, because literally all you do is just that. Just keep on pressing the button. Sometimes you catch a big old marlin. Big old swordfish. It gets around. But with no Froggy. I don't know what happened to Froggy here. Like, Big is just on his own, no Froggy? That feels weird. But I hope you like that Sonic Adventure, like, jingle, because it happens all the time. I don't know if I'm going to be clearing out fishing in this attempt. You can 100% this by catching a bunch of fish. There is a finite number of different fish types here, and there's also other goodies that count as, like, new fish for your journal. So we'll end up 100%ing this like the rest of the game. 100% I classify in playing all the levels, getting everything from fishing, and clearing out the map, because that actually counts as a map completion. Like, that's actually tracked. Getting memory tokens does not matter, because they're only marked on your map with the icon, and you don't really need them. In terms of Coco, they infinitely respawn, same for beating enemies. There's a bunch of stuff that really doesn't count. I also would count, like, getting the skills. But in this kind of run, you kind of exclude that kind of thing because of the nature of it. You'll be getting the skills, but you won't be leveling. And here's one of the big reasons why you want to do this. Again, Elder Coco Scroll. This is fast travel. So you want to go to Big's fishing pond and get these scrolls, because then you can warp to the Elder Coco and Hermit Coco respectively. There's 2 of them, so we need to get the other scroll. The other one's green. Once we get that, then we can fast travel to the Cocos. The fishing trophy on PS4, but not sure others. And the only want you get the max on Island 1's fishing. I think you're right on that, Kira. Yeah, I think the fishing achievement in this game is just catch all the fish in an area. Yeah, there's 2 achievements. Big Encounter, complete the fishing tutorial, which you just easily get. Like, if you play this game, you have that achievement. And then Angler's Club, landed all catches at 1 fishing spot. And that's it. So technically, you can get all the fishing achievements on the first island. That's it. No other islands really matter on that front, which is kind of a weird achievement. You would think they would do one for everything else, kind of like how they have see all memories on this island, that island, that island, or play all the levels on this island, that island, that island. Like, they have achievements that stack per island, but they don't for the fishing for some reason. You can just do this all at once and then you're done. It's weird. Well, yeah, now we have a use for these purple coins, and, like, there's a good amount of purple coins in the world, but they also can respawn, like, the cocoa, if I'm not mistaken. But there's another way we'll be getting coins here soon. I just don't know when it's going to trigger. It's the event in question is probably going to trigger here next nightfall, I would think, or around the next night. How many fish are in each island? I can't remember. There is, like, a finite number of different unique, like, fish captures for island. I just can't remember off the top of my head. You can check your percentage by looking at the fishing spots portal. It tells you your percentage. I just cannot remember how many. And yeah, Kier's also right. The fishing law does combine it, so don't go by that. I think you have to look at like a wiki. Also, you're not just catching fish. I got a chomper, an enemy from Sonic. So that's definitely not... Well, yeah, it kind of is a fish. It's just not a real fish. It's a mechanical fish. Let me see if I can find how many fish are on this one. Let's see. Fishing on Kronos. Every fishing spot. Guide to fishing. I don't want any of those. There we go. Now I actually have a list of fish. All fish. Here it is. And then the scrolls also count as fish, as weird as that sounds. So if I put these into, say, like a notepad, so excuse the music pause, 30. There are 30 unique catches here. Also, I love how... Hang on. Hang on, wait a minute. Can I... No, I have to do the fishing thing first. Let me do this one, and I'm going to change the setting here. Also, that's a ring. Let me give you guys music. I want to show you this real quick on my Steam layout. So let me do this. We go to PC game capture. I turn on overlays. There you go. Look at this one. How to enjoy the game. Excuse me? Let me blow it up so you can actually see what I mean here. Excuse me? We need a guy to tell people how to have fun. Also, Eggman's come to make an announcement. I'm not clicking that one. Someone tells me that announcement might be bad for me to get. What does this guide even say? Hang on. Before I click out. Step 1, don't play cyberspace. Alright, someone has an opinion. Alright. I disagree. But sure. I guess if you don't like that part, good guide. Easy to follow. 10 out of 10, can recommend. The meme is there's a fishing mini games. This ground for a 10 out of 10 review. Yeah, I guess you're right on that. That and if it, you know, has a dog that you can pet. Instant 11 out of 10. Pokemon always has fishing, never gets a 10 out of 10. I don't think the new one does. I don't think Scarlet Violet have fishing. Because you could just surf the waters and get fish. So I guess that's why it's not 10 out of 10. No fishing. This is literal garbage. Why do I... okay, just take it to a recycling center. I'll take the money for it if you're gonna just give me the money. Platinum golden fish. That sounds like an oxymoron. It is a real fish, though. That's just a spring. Specifically, a red spring. I think there's a yellow spring in here, too. Either this pond or a different pond. I'm not 100% sure. I'm fishing until I run out of coins. And then I'll see how many fish I have left to catch. Also, anytime you see this sparkling thing, you're guaranteed to get a chest. This time I got a gold chest. Ooh. 3 gold cards. Nice. Gold chests are worth 3. Normal, regular looking chests are only 1 gold card. This is just like a freebie buy option in the shop. You don't spend any of your green coins at it. You just trade one of those in for an item. So use it on the expensive things. Hey, I got a squid. Speaking of that new Kraken, I just caught it. Like how the non-fish get the most coins. Yeah, how ironic. Oh, you found a star post. I'll just give you $6 for that. Oh, that cool looking squid. I'll give you 2. That seems fair, right, Sonic? Sonic, that's just actual garbage. I'll give you $6 for that. It's like big. What are you doing? This is not good investment strategies. Throw it back in the water. Or actually, better yet, throw it in an actual garbage can. Don't litter. A fake froggy? Oh, that's 2 coins. A real froggy? No, I'm not paying for that. In fact, you should pay me. That's kidnapping. I'm gonna report you to the cops. Actual garbage is secretly a reference? Oh yeah, 6 coins. Sonic, that's a tire! Oh good, I can use that on the bus on the way home. That's 6 coins. It's like, why is there a tire? Waiting for the boot to show. I think one of these does have a boot. I don't think you're wrong on that. Alright, that's the last fish I actually catch. I couldn't even read that fully. Like, the Shinji Toy or something like that. It went by too fast.
Have any coins? I bet there's more back on the islands. Would you like to
I never
try?
seen that text before, so that was new
Let
to
you
me.
borrow a rod.
Alright, so let me spend my things, because here's what I can do. I can buy portal gears, which is useless at this point. Same for the tokens and the Emerald Vault keys, so I can't buy those. I'm full on rings. And we don't need any of the seeds or the cocoa. So I'm literally just going to buy the egg memos and skill points. That's it. And anytime we need rings, I might buy rings when I'm here. Needless to say, we're just going to be doing this to get stuff. So how many skill points do I have? It doesn't tell me. Great. Oh, it does down there. Okay. Is it gonna... Oh, there it goes. Like, is it gonna play catch up or... There you go. That's it. That's all I can afford. So let's listen to some of these.
Like
Egg memos
try?
you can only get at the
I'll
fishing
let you
pond,
borrow.
and they're in the Fishlepedia. Here's all the fish we caught, by the way. A lot of fish. I'm just gonna scroll through them all to get the things off. We might actually have all the fish here. What was that fish we caught before, anyways? Nashiki koi. Okay, that's what it was called. I couldn't read it because it was like Nashik. That's all I got. It was that fast for me. I like they even give you a little description too, like Chomper, a mechanical creature that looks like a fish. It can't be eaten, so don't even try. You know someone probably did. I like this. Buys a tire. A tire for vehicles. They come in a variety of sizes and treads. But this one seems to be from a regular passenger car. Like, they made a description for a random tire. Sure. Yeah, I forgot. Also, treasure boxes count as an entry for the Fishlepedia, so you need to catch these. Alright, so here we go. Voice logs. These are things you can only get here in the fishing pond, and once we go over, we'll immediately hear one of them. This is where we get more backstory about Eggman, and get a lot of references in this too. So, let's listen to the first one.
Some force is keeping me from exiting cyberspace. Is it because my AI made unauthorized access to the databases? If so, that's the exact opposite of what it was supposed to do. What are gun military craft doing in here? Sage has helped me avoid the worst of it, and it doesn't appear to be manned. Is it a defense mechanism? I need to learn more. The terrain here keeps shifting. I'm finding recreations of regions from South Island, West Side Island, even Angel Island. Where is this environmental data coming from? I found elements from my own EggNet, the United Federation, even planet Donpa Kingdom race data. As best as I can surmise, this cyberspace extends well beyond the scope of these islands and is gaining information from around the world. Fascinating.
I think a lot of that's also references to material, not just from the games, but maybe even the comics too, because I don't recognize like the planet Dopa Kingdom race data part. Like that sounds new to me, but it might be in the comics.
I am officially jealous. This entire expanse was constructed by the ancient race who had previously settled on these islands. The level of technology they employed is completely alien to me, so I can't salvage it. Yet. It appears the Starfall Islands act as the CPU for cyberspace. Once I'm out of here, I need to secure them at all costs. I'm not able to access the data too readily, but it appears the entire history of the Ancients is recorded here in cyberspace. More than that, they logged their memories, their desires. It's almost like they encoded their very souls into this place. Now then, how can I use that to my benefit?
Oh, Eggman, always thinking about a scheme, even if it has no use to you at all. EggNet is comic, okay, and then Planet Dopa is Team Sonic Racing, supposedly. See, that's like the one Sonic game, one of the very few I haven't played. I own it, I just never played it, just because the racing game, I guess I should at some point. I think it has single-player content, but it just has been low in the pipeline.
Who were the Ancients? They predate any civilization by a wide margin. The Echidnas? The Black Arms? Please. The Babylonians? Hardly. And yet they didn't seem to influence the world beyond these 3 piddly islands. Why? What stopped them from conquering the world?
This one surprised me when I first played, because like, oh yeah, they mentioned Echidnas. Okay, you know, that's pretty expected at some point. Wait, Black Arms? Referencing Shadow the Hedgehog? Babylonians? Sonic Riders is canon? Like, you read all this stuff and you're like, oh man, they're really going to the Sonic lore. Like, some people don't even know about the Babylonians, because Sonic Riders, that happened so long ago, and a lot of people just kind of skipped out on it. And Black Arms, that was only in one game. Shadow the Hedgehog, never referenced again. I'm surprised, they really dug deep for this story.
I'm finding multiple connections between the Ancients and the Chaos Emeralds. Their technology seems built with the Emeralds in mind. It's almost like they share the same origin. I enjoy a good mystery, but not when the answers are more mysteries.
That's kind of on some of these egg memos in general, but that's the only one we can, like, end with, unfortunately. Another mystery part. We can't afford anything else here, so let's leave. I could buy more things in the shop by just cooking some meat. But we're not cooking the meat. Alright, so, Sonicception. That's a little uncomfortable. Yo, I heard you like Sonic, so I put Sonic in your Sonic. Don't question it. That's a side effect of my mod, by the way. I thought that was going to happen at some point, but some people said when you exit cyberspace playing with this high object pop-in mod that I'm using, it sometimes just makes 2 Sonics, and I don't know why. It's kind of weird. Anyways, we can fast travel to the Cocos now, and there's only one Sonic now. The other Sonic was a faker. He left. Alright, quick slide loop, I want that. That's really beneficial for not just combat, but also this next upcoming objective thing we gotta do. I might find a handful of enemies real quick that just boost up my quick slide loop meter, because it's kind of like a weird thing. You need to fight enemies to fill up a gauge, and you can use it twice until it needs to be filled up again. He's not good enough to be my fake. Yeah, sure, that counts. That won't make you eat those words, by the way. Just you have to reference it. All right, so here's how fast travel works. Boom, that's a Coco and out of Coco. Yep, I know. So you just select the thing on the map and you go. But the weird thing is, I can't select him right now. I have to go over a menu to fast travel, and then fast travel works. It's a weird quirk. I'm not exactly sure why. It wouldn't just be a default option. But here we are. At least they give you fast travel in this game, because this island's not that big. You can run between one side of it to the other if you have max ring speed within just like a minute or two. But the later islands are going to get pretty big, so it's really helpful to have that fast travel option. But that's the okay. That's not the only way we can fast travel, and you'll see here in a second. So I think this is my last puzzle I need to do. After this, I think I solved all the island mystery puzzles. The only one that's left is going to be story related, and I can't do that until I clear enough of the story. We might actually be clearing out the first island at this rate tonight. I'm not 100% sure on that, but we're getting close to the end of it. Okay, now with that, that should be all of the mystery things. Oh no, there's one more left. It's over on my left here. Okay. Oh, my silo key is full. Okay, perfect. I thought I had to fill it up a little bit before I could use it. But it's already full. Also, I didn't check. Where was my completion on fishing? I was so distracted by the 2 Sonics, I forgot to look at my fishing total. Well, that's fine, because I'll be able to check here in a minute. Because I keep on forgetting there's another puzzle. No more puzzles are left. I think that's the last one. I think, maybe, possibly. Nope. Still another. Keep on forgetting about this one or that one, and it's like that number keeps on multiplying. Probably just faster to walk over there at this point. If I walk, I mean do this. This one kind of annoys me. It's not because of the puzzle. It's because of what the puzzle is. This is literally a thing we did at night. So why is this a thing at night? Like, why is this one of those night puzzles? They're showing that we can do this, like, side-loop, the weird energy things during the day. I just don't like the night ones because there's no way to actually make it night. And you have to just sit there, wait. That's it. You just wait around. It's annoying. I'm still missing a thing? What else am I missing? There we go, Island Mystery. I know I got that one. There must be one in here I just didn't grab. That's probably what it is. Oh yeah, sure enough. I didn't do this one. Oh, you can do that. Okay. Because here's the thing. That's climbable. You're not supposed to be able to do that. What you're supposed to do in this puzzle is side loop this pillar. The camera doesn't go haywire. Oh, please stop. I'll just do a slow side loop then. Fine. supposed to side loop this, and then this pillar rises up. And then with this risen, then you can climb. That's it. But if you know how to finagle Sonic, you can just skip that whole thing. You just gotta launch yourself straight in the air, which is convenient. Dancing guy back there still dancing. Alright, that should be the final puzzle on the island. There you are. Fast travel to all portals are now unlocked. That's why you want to do all the island challenges, unlock the full map, because now you get fast travel to every piece of the island. So, you get the Hermit fast travel and the Elder Coco one from fishing. You get the portal one from just clearing out the island. So now I can go back to the fishing portal and instantly warp straight to it. So if you haven't found the thing in question yet, you can just fast travel to it. It's very convenient. What do I do here? 81%? I need more. I don't have enough coins. So, come back to that later. Starting to become night. Hello, Amy. Convenient. You're here? I'm here.
Oh, wow. I don't think we've seen any ruins quite like this on our adventures.
Yeah, they're ancient, but also look kinda advanced. Wait, is retro sci-fi a thing? How were the tower and the floating giant stone built?
Tails is the genius among us. Let's find him and see if he can figure things out.
Right. I'm sure he'll hang on until I find him.
Wherever he is. We still have no idea, because the only person we interact with on this island is Amy and Sage. We haven't found anyone else yet. Begin, Amy, let's just get this one over with.
Something wrong?
Yeah, wait, what she said.
They say their Amore was stationed on the far side of the field. This is the field.
I'm not seeing a lot of farming going on.
Maybe, if you use that new technique of yours, you can clean up all this wild brush?
Sonic, is that Smirk a yes, or... sometimes I can't read you. Spring is in the air. Get 7,000 points before the time's over, and also bees. Enough said. Gotta distract those bees. This is why I wanted the quick side loop, because I could just do this. Easy. So I literally just side loop grass. I'm a weed whacker, essentially. Can anyone else do this? I know you're all spirits, but come on. This game becomes way easier also when you have infinite boost. Because honestly, this game is weird. Like, it's kind of a difficult one for a lot of the wrong reasons. It's more or less the amount of points you get compared to the time. It's not the most generous in the world. But man, I'm making that wrong. Making that whole statement wrong because of that infinite boost. Infinite boost just makes it so much easier. And also quick side loop. You don't have to worry about the bees. Yeah, it looks like crap. You're not getting a raise on that one, Sonic. I'm sorry. Your grass cutting job is it's a one and done. So that should be our last Chaos Emerald when it comes to a story-based thing. The last one we need is on a tower. Or not a tower, like a very high platform.
Make it sound like it was abundant.
It's in a vault.
But now...
I mean, it's grassy.
Yup, but I've seen this kind of recovery in areas Dr. Eggman damaged. Something ruined this land, and it's barely begun to recover.
Then we need to make sure it has plenty of time to heal.
Right.
Oh no. Okay, good. I thought it was something else. Like, I need to save before this thing happens in case my game crashes.
Yes, sir.
I forgot. I'm gonna get one of these
Keep looking
cutscenes.
for a way to get me out of here.
I am evaluating all safe options.
Keep up the good work, Sage.
Thank you, Doctor.
I'm gonna save in case this sad thing I'm worried about happens. I feel like the set event I'm thinking of is gonna happen here in a moment because I've been playing this game for a while. But yeah, some of the cutscenes between Sage and Eggman, they're not the longest. It's really just to give you a little bit more character development between the two. So that's why certain cutscenes are much longer than others. Okay, I guess I'm down here now. Tower, you can wait. 4 important things down here, like the purple coins I need to continue fishing. Now, how do I get out of here? Where's the spring or the rail or the anything, really? I need to get out. Help. I found a prison. Now, you intend to get out of here. You're supposed to be able to come down here. So, obviously, there's a way out. I just can't remember where that said way out is. There it is. It's hard to see the spring. The problem I have with this game's graphics is anytime it's night. Yes, I know. I can see enemy attacks. Anytime it's night, it's super hard to see like anything in this game. That's like my one big complaint I'll have about Frontiers. It's just the lighting when it's nighttime. It becomes super hard to see just about anything, and it becomes nighttime pretty frequently. So it's a problem I run into a lot when playing this game, sadly. And as I mentioned earlier, there's no way to change the time of day, so you kind of just have to wait around to make it day if you want to see. And if it's raining, you kind of have the nighttime issue again, where it's kind of hard to see certain things. Fight level enemies like this and you forget you're level 1 on combats because they are a joke. Well, speaking of jokes, it's me. Wait. If I die, I should respawn back up there because I was in the middle of a platforming section. My checkpoint should have reset.
Cool giant mirror.
Or I'm here. Okay. Sure. Nighttime's kind of annoying. Rain in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I guess you can kind of compare it, yeah. At least at rain, you can kind of like mitigate because you can always change the time of day in Breath of the Wild by making a campfire. But there is no such... Okay, that was some weird physics. Really weird physics. What was going on there? That's what I was saying before I got really confused. You can't make time of day pass in this like you can in Breath of the Wild with campfires because you can always change the time of day in that game, which would be your way out of the rain. But in Frontiers, there's no real way of doing anything similar, so you kind of just have to deal with it. Is there any memory cutscenes up here? I passed it. Here we go. Side stories. No, okay, because I'm only missing these side stories here. 2 with Sage and 1 with Amy, and then the rest of the cutscenes are all mandatory. Hey, look, Sonic got a Chaos Emerald. Neat. 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 We already seen this. Alright, now I'm at the Eggman and Sage in cyberspace.
I am extending the range of my control, but I can still only command a few of the Ancient's relics at a time.
Commendable. But what about finding me a way out of this digital dimension?
I have run 1,700,050 simulations. There is no scenario to safely remove you from cyberspace.
Unacceptable. Keep looking. Make it your #1 priority.
But keeping you safe is my priority.
Why not both? Eggman's just getting tired of being digitally distracted. He wants out. I don't blame him. He just randomly got trapped in there. It's like, well, guess this is my life now. Sage, figure out how to get me out. Because he can't do anything in cyberspace. He's just stuck. Xenoblade, you literally just change the time whenever you want from the menu. That's probably one of the best things in that, yeah. Being able to just change time of day on your own is really convenient in games. I do wish that you can do that in a game like this. Any game you can just change time of day is just really nice. Oh, also, hang on. No, that's cheating. Can't be doing that. Nope, leave. We gotta solve a puzzle to get there. That's just cheating. What you're supposed to do to actually get to the island is this. Oh, turn it on. Oh wait, no, you activate exit. For some reason I'm thinking side loop. You do this, which activates these 3 things. And then you hit this. And that draws a rail. And that's how you get over there. Because then you activate these 2. Do the same thing. And it draws another rail, which gets you over to the said level. Question. That's how you're supposed to get over there, instead of the cheater way of just warping over. Also, I kind of missed my jump. What you're supposed to do with that is this. There you go. Hello, Sage. Just do what Scooby-Doo the game did in Cyber Chase and beat the game to get out of cyberspace. You know, you're not really far off on how that works.
How are you able to return from cyberspace
Really not.
so freely?
I don't know. I guess I'm just that awesome. Yeah. Although, I bet you'd have better insight on that.
I will not share data with the enemy. Besides, your survival may be a fluke. You cannot cheat fate forever.
Wow, thanks for the encouragement. I'll keep doing it until I figure out how to rescue Amy. Yeah, it doesn't matter if this is all one big trap or if you keep throwing weird robots at me. Nothing's gonna slow me down or stop me. Count on it.
Look, a spring. That spring, by the way, also is how you get here more permanently, because these rails don't stay forever. They will go away, I think, once I enter this level. So, like, when you leave the set area, then they'll get rid of the rails. So, this is 1-7, clear 50 rings, gotcha. Just Scooby-Doo with Sonic. I guess you could say that, yeah. Is this the one I'm thinking? Oh yeah, it's this level. Oh, this is one of my favorite ones. And it's for speedrunning purposes. This is City Escape from Sonic Adventure 2. This level's so much fun to run through in this game. And I'm gonna show why after we beat the level. Because I'm gonna show you how I run through it now. there you go. We did it. We cleared it. And I believe that's an S, because I think the S time here is like a minute. No, it's a minute 25. Extremely generous. That was like 22 seconds under. So here's how I like to play this. Okay, I kind of need to redo that because I got clipped. So what I like to do is homing cancel on this one because this is one of the shortest levels in the game with homing cancel. It's not even funny. First things first, you gotta get the first one. Yes, I know how to ring dash, thanks. It's kind of sloppy, but you know how that works. There you go, beat it in 20 seconds. I love doing that in this level. You literally just go from part A to part B instantly. You just beat the whole thing, skip straight to the ending. I love speedrunning this one. My PB in this is an 18-second time. It's just so fun. That homing cancel, man, that just breaks cyberspace, just flat out. You just skip so much the level, you know what you're doing with that technique. And I've seen some interesting runs of this game already with it. Oh, hi, Sonic. How you doing? It's me, Sonic. Nice to meet you, Sonic. Good to meet you too, Sonic. So he just looks at us, Sonic. Sonic? Sonic? I'm Sonic. Oh, God. Think you're the fake Sonic around here. Compare yourself to me? Eh? I ain't good enough to be my hedgehog fake. That was a thing. Keep on forgetting my blood does that. It's like every time I see the double Sonic, it's like something's not right. Alright, what other levels did we not do? The checkmark ones tell us we did it, so I think it's just this now? And I need a gear. Ooh, wait, no, I already have 2 gears. It's like, how many gears do I need? I have 11, we're good. Alright, this is our last one. And after this, no more cyberspace levels. For Island 1, that is. There's still a plethora of these left in the game. Alright, so this, clear 50 rings. Alright, good. Alright, let's skip this. Don't need to see that. If I remember correctly, is this Green Hill Classic from Sonic Generations? I think this is Green Hill Classic. This is a good level to demonstrate just how useful drop dash is, because it's really good in this level. Except when you hit a loop. Okay, I forgot about that part. The thing is with drop dash, it's kind of weird in this game when it comes to certain mechanics. Except physics of it, it just fails. There's no better way of putting it. This is another one I really like to speedrun too, because you get good homing cancels in this, and you can just go zooming. I'm gonna show it as well, because I just love homing cancel in this. It's so good. And if I remember correctly, the last red ring is right here. Even 100, nice. So I didn't get the S rank time, so I do have to play it again by 0.25. Man, that's insulting. Alright, so I'm gonna get it the fancy way though. That was a bad one. I want to hit the zinger, I think this is called, the beat. I want to hit the beat. What? Where? Where'd it go? I just looked at him and he just, alright, peace out. Flew away. He is. There it is! That's what I want. Get a good homie cancel and you go straight up, man. It's so good! It's so good! I love speedrunning Sonic games for this reason. I'm not even a speedrunner, I just love watching them. And doing the ILs. I love ILs in Sonic games. Like, no joke, I think a majority of my playtime in Sonic Generations is just ILs. Back on the PlayStation 3 version. Individual runs, if you're unsure what that means. This is fine, I don't care. Still going fast. Oh no, the bee! I needed him. Dude, I can get a better run than that. Yeah, so I guess to answer our question I'm seeing in chat, like, can the double Sonic thing happen in X version? That's specifically a PC bug, and that's only because of this draw distance mod I'm using. Because I'm multiplying the value of a draw distance, that also counts for Sonic, and it's causing multiple Sonics to spawn after you leave cyberspace. If I turn it off, the double Sonic leaves. So it only happens on PC. And it's only with a very specific setup on PC. The majority of players would never run into that, just because of it being a mod-specific issue. It's like the dev knows about it, the mod in question. I just don't know if it's possible to fix, because the higher object pop-in thing is a specific thing with draw distance, based on the... where did all these zingers go? Yeah, I need that pop-in here. As I was saying, this mod is messing with the pop-in value because it's baked into the game's internal code the engine runs off of. Because this is a new version of the Hedgehog engine, coined Hedgehog Engine 2. Yes, we're really creative with that name, I know. But yeah, this is an engine since 2008 has been in a lot of different Sonic games. Sonic Unleashed, Generations, I think Forces also used it. And that's why the draw distance is so bad, because this is based on an engine from 2008. So, needless to say, things have changed over the years, but the engine has not that much. I mean, it's been more optimized, but the pop-in has not, unfortunately. So this mod in question is modifying that engine a little bit. Where do they all go? It's like you barely move off screen, and they're just gone. Sure. Where'd that go? I swear, I see the zinger and it's gone. Like, what is with that? Dude! I see him flying away and he's still on screen and he's gone. Like that, no, I'm sorry, that makes no sense. I know these things fly fast, but not that fast. You know what, screw it, we get this speed now. I don't understand zingers today, I don't. I just want to get the S rank time. I'm done screwing around. This is easy S rank right here. Sorry, my speedrun mentality's kicking in right with these ILs. I can't help it, man. I just love doing this. Not that. That doesn't count. That does not count for the sentence. I love doing the crazy stuff in this game. It just looks so cool. It's so fun to pull off. Like, when you see Sonic do this, it's so satisfying. There you go, that's the launch we want. I still overshot a bit, but you know what? We can work with this. 55, let's go. That was a good homing cancel right there. That's what you want to see. You want the good vertical ones on a stage like this, but also good speed ones. I love doing that so much. It's like one of my favorite Sonic glitches happen in a while. Next to M speed and D speed for Sonic Unleashed, the things that just made you move at a lightning fast speed without even touching the boost button. And also a quick sidestep too, because another thing. Like, I see the video. Oh, sorry, hang on. 2 Sonics. This is awkward again. Oh my god, you can control the Sonic! Yo, what up, Sonic? I'll make you eat those words now. That's Mikey. 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 Mods were a mistake. Mods were a mistake. I didn't know that's a side effect from it. I didn't know you can't control. I thought it was a visual bug only. No, it's also a gameplay bug where you can control the duplicates. Alright, you know what? Now it's worth having the higher object pop in on. Just for that. Anyways, here's Sage. I don't remember what I was saying about like the speedrun tech anymore. It's just gone. Something about just going fast. AKA Sonic's
Are you trying to figure
nature.
out the mysteries about these ruins too? It's kind of spooky everyone seems to be gone, huh?
The technology of the ancients exceeds your modern understanding. Unwelcome pests like you will be swiftly eliminated.
Okay, I'm trying to be civil here, but are you saying they lost control of their tech and it wiped them out?
No!
Okay. So you're not in a talking mood. I'll leave you be.
Okay, that's dark. I think. It's very mysterious. We'll find out more later. Really? How did I not complete a circle with that? I'm kind of surprised. Anyways, there's the gear. Here's the AB. Please talk to me. I still need to finish Big's fishing. Now thinking about it. After this, all we'll have left is that specific thing, and then we essentially are done with the island. Because all we gotta do is finish up the story stuff. But the problem is, I need to get purple coins and get the fish I'm missing, which is random.
It's certainly unsettling.
I don't know
But
how
it
we're
makes
gonna
a big difference being able to
clear
at
it.
least
I guess
talk
we'll
to
just
you.
finish Island 1 tonight
Before
in
you
general.
freed me, I couldn't see or hear
we're
anything
literally at the end of it.
clearly. It was like looking into a kaleidoscope.
So if we go over by a few
Always
minutes, that's
shifting.
fine.
I couldn't tell if I was coming, going, or moving at all. I'd have gone crazy if you hadn't gotten me out.
You're tough. I know you'd have hung in there. Still, I'm glad I could get you out. And I'm not gonna stop until you're back to normal.
Ow. I wasn't supposed to get up there that way. I was supposed to go the other way from the puzzle solution, but so nuts to that. All right, how many purple coins do I have? 17. That should be enough for me to attempt fishing again. Because now I have 81%, so that's like 4 fish, maybe? Not much.
Hey, would you like to try?
Oh yeah, there's also this. Choose where the cast. But it doesn't matter. Cast here, you cast there, you cast way up here. You get the same result. I never bother with the casting movement. I just hit the A button, just go straight in. It just doesn't matter where you put the line. At least in my experience, it doesn't. It might actually be faster to move it somewhere else to get something like a silver acorn. How's that? Wait a minute. I want to go back for a minute when we were here earlier. How's a silver acorn worth less than a tin can? How? Big. What's this economy in here? That should be worth a lot more than 1. Look, man, I know you're not the brightest, but be better than that. I know you're better than that. I still have a list of those fish. I might, actually. Because I can probably just see what fish I'm missing by just looking at that log I have. The seahorse. That might be the last one I need. There's 30 in total here. So what I'm going to do is this. So, no, I'm not going to cast.
Would you like to try?
Let's view the Officialpedia. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm missing 2 fish. If I get 2 more fish that are brand new, then we'll have them all. I think that's a new fish. That's a big eel. but it worth more than a silver acorn. Come on, man, that thing alone for the silver should be selling for more than 1 coin. I'm not gonna get over that big. I feel scammed. Oh, there it is. Gold plate. That's still worth more than the silver acorn. I'll give you a pass on that one. That is worth more than me than a silver acorn.
I'll let you borrow.
Alright, so that should be a total of 30 now. So that's 29 and 30. Alright, we got all the fish here. We're done.
To try?
Nice. Once we warp out and see the fake hedgehog around here. Complete. It doesn't even tell you 100%. It just goes straight to complete. Which is kind of funny. Alright, let me just check real quick. Here we go. Portals. Actually, I'll just do fast travel to be easier. We got 1-7, it's cleared. 1-6 is clear. 5 clear. 4 clear. 3 clear. 2 clear. 1 clear. Okay, that's all of the portals that we can go to. Fishing's done. Now it's just Amy here. And then just like kind of work my way around until we get to this puzzle. And that's that. Nice. Alright, well what I'm going to do is this then. I'm going to save my game. I'm going to take another quick break. Because I think this is a good time to take a break as well. So I can get up, stretch one more time before we end this. So I'm going to go ahead and take probably like a minute or so break. And then when we come back, we'll just finish up Kronos Island. Because literally we only have like maybe another half an hour, maybe a tiny bit more worth left on the island. It's not much. So back here in a few minutes. Stay tuned. Gonna finish this place up. Run, Sonic, run. Touchdown. There it goes. Hey, convenient timing. Super Bowl was just this past weekend. Hey, did it. All right, now we're going to break. All right, we're back. I stripped Sonic of that ugly gear. Ugh, I don't like it. I took it off during the break. So we're back down to normal looking Sonic. Might as well finish up this island with normal looking Sonic, because once I swap to a very specific costume, I'm probably just going to be using that for a majority of this run. This is one specific one I'll just use all the time. And it's not the default, although default's pretty cool. Very vanilla, but I also like default Sonic.
Don't get too far ahead.
Maybe we should just let them wrap it up on their own.
We have to see this through.
We still haven't found Tails. We've been wrangling children and taking detours the whole way.
Are you telling me you would leave behind someone in need?
No, but I'm also worried about you. You can't help anyone if you're stuck in limbo.
All right. Then hurry up and save me too, so we can find Tails.
Sounds simple enough.
Yeah, it really does, because I have no idea how to free you. Like, we'll figure it out at some point, just not now. We're kind of busy with the Coco. Speaking of which, another cutscene with Amy and another Coco.
It's too dangerous.
Oh man, that Coco inside of that creature's so mad. Why is it so mad? It's like I'm gonna be reunited, my lost love at long last. I hate this so much. Like, what's with that Coco? Be happy. Isn't that your one lost love? They reunited right before the end. Everyone was happy.
They were reunited right before the end.
They're together now. You take a minute. I'm gonna keep moving.
Yeah, so that's dark. We literally just watched two lovers die right in front of us. Kind of why Amy needs a minute. This story goes places, man. Matt! Alright, I was expecting that. Oh, this is so sad. The two loved ones, they finally get to meet one more time before they die. Keck W, Keck W, Keck W. It's like, God, what a move, Whiplash. Oh, I can't talk to you because of that stupid spear thing, isn't it? Yep, the spears. Get rid of them. Don't want. Someone's sedating tonight. Someone very sedated. I know that these things, to jump ahead a bit in lore, the Coco are descendants of Chaos. Like, now we know what Chaos is. And these things evolved to Chow. So I know the Chow abuse is a thing in the series, but I didn't know, Matt, you were one of them. Didn't know you were the Chow abuser. You throw that egg at the wall that hatched early?
Still
What's
thinking
wrong
about
with
the
you?
Coco?
Yeah, and more. I'm not sure what happened, but I know what I saw. A love that transcended time. I believe in that power. When this is over, I want to share that love with the world, even though it may take us far apart.
I can't take these cutscenes seriously. I'm reading the dang chat right now. I think this is supposed to be the most somber cutscenes in the
hear
whole
all about it when
game.
you come back.
We're talking about life and death here and how Amy's changing as a person. Yeah, I'm reading like, I like how I like my eggs scrambled. It's like, oh man, we're going the dark street today.
What's up, Amy?
Look, wasn't this region locked off before? I think you can interact with it now. I think you can rotate some of them.
Maybe they'll act like the other puzzle locks and show me the way to that Titan.
I'm getting distracted now by the pigeons in the background.
All right, what's the right way to do this?
Like, they're very expressive for just little birds.
On the ground.
I don't think I ever got the pigeons here in my own playthrough, so that's the first time I'm seeing them in this one. Can I unlock anything, by the way? 30-30? No. I might be able to get the auto combo soon, but I'm not going to be using it, so what's the point? Now, this here, I say this is probably the hardest puzzle in the game. At least for me it is. There's a very specific way you're supposed to move all these pillars because they all kind of move around interchangeably. So you have to be able to move these in such a way where the one set starts rotating with the other set, and it's kind of hard to gauge how you do it. There's supposed to be like an easy way to do this, which is why I just saved right beforehand. That way I can always change this up if I'm not 100% sure on my solution, because I'm definitely not. I was here for probably like a good 15-ish minutes, maybe 20 when I was first playing this game. And it sounds like I'm not the only one. Yeah, Akira also had an issue with this one. Matt, how long were you here? Because I know you probably also had a hard time with this puzzle too. I don't think anyone had an easy time with this puzzle when they first played. This is a hard puzzle. Yeah, oh man, look at that. See, I was so close. What does this rotate again? Here for 15 minutes. Okay, so see, also struggle. We all struggle on this on our first playthrough. This puzzle's rough. Oh, that was almost it. I need to get this interchanged with something else. I'm trying to remember which way it went. What you're supposed to do, you need to hit this at the end piece. I know that much. It's like this piece I got wrong. Like this way. I'm trying to remember which way this goes in the end. Maybe like this. Okay, yeah, it goes like that. Then I can rotate this stuff around. Okay, I think I got an understanding. The problem is this one on the left moves 3 of the 4. You're stuck between 5 to 30 minutes here. Yeah, that sounds about right. Again, this is a rough puzzle. Dude, I need this to go the other way. It needs to end this way. I'm trying to think, how do I want this structured so it can end that way? That's kind of the problem. If anything, rotate like that. We have to go more down like this. Rotate this way. No, then I got that screwed up. Ah, see, it's like this is how I always play with this puzzle. I always get this one piece wrong, and then I have to restart from the beginning portions. Because it's very easy to do that by accident. And there's no easy way to just kind of not have this happen. It's very easy to just lock yourself in a bad state in the puzzle. You can cheese it by rotating one pillar in such a way where it wouldn't move, but the link ones would. Yeah, that sounds like a good way of doing this, to be honest. Yeah, that's how I want that to end. Problem, I don't know if I can. Yeah, look at that. I got that piece all messed up. This one, hang on, what links the bottom piece again? Is it the top piece? Yeah, it was the top piece that gets linked. I want to be able to do that, right? Because that moves the top and the left. Then this piece will move interchangeably as well. Because when I move this, then everything gets screwed up. I just have to know how to move very specific pieces. If you want to do that, then again, I'm screwed up. You can press a button and reset everything. No, I just reloaded my save. Because unfortunately, yeah, you don't reset. I can go over to another pillar like this, start the puzzle from here. But that doesn't reset anything. So if you want to reset, make a save before you do this and reload saves. There's no easy way to reset this, unfortunately. I think if you leave the area and come back, it resets. I haven't tried that, but that probably works. That one just going to space. That's a mistake. It's got to go this way. And now I'm back to square one and having this really messed up. For the sake of time, I might just look up the solution real quick to get through this, because we're near the end of the island, but I don't want to be on a puzzle for too long. So give me like 5-ish minutes, maybe 10 at most, to figure out the solution. Because I think I got this by just pure accident when I was playing. I think I just figure it out by just putting pieces together in like the weirdest way. It shouldn't have worked, but it did. Oh, look at that. See, that's so close. I'm off by 1 tick. Because that top piece needs to be down 1 tick, like this. Is this it? That's it! Okay, I got it. I got it. That's the tricky thing with that puzzle. You gotta figure out what piece to move on what order, and it's so easy to just mix it up. And I did that so many times. But yeah, the fact that you can't reset that puzzle by just hitting a reset button is really annoying. So if you have to either A, reload your save, or B, leave the area by going in a portal, for example, like that's stupid. I don't know why you can't just hit a button to reset. Because as you're saying, Ethan, that is like a basic mechanic of a puzzle, is to have a reset button. Hey, here.
You did it, Sonic. I'm sensing the Titan up ahead. This is it. The big showdown.
It'll be a short match if I can't find the last Chaos Emerald, though.
I searched everywhere I could. I'm out of ideas.
So where is it? Maybe I'll find it along the way.
Yeah, maybe it's just on, like, the head of the Titan. I don't know, that'd be weird, right? Foreshadowing. But yeah, now we can actually go fight that dude. I'm wondering. Has he got his little dancing jitters out? He might have. I don't see him moving. I was waiting to see that count as a figure 8, because this game is weird with figure 8s. Oh, this is work going back from memory tokens I don't need. Oh yeah, he's calmed down. I think he's ready for a fight. Now, I want to show something that's very weird about this stupid Titan. Because here's the thing. I've already showed this mechanic before, so I'm going to do it again. If you can rail launch yourself like this, straight over, you can hit this spring, but notice how my objective marker is below me. So here's what happens if you skip that set objective marker.
You stray from the path. Turn back. Complete your mission.
So if you're trying to get to this area early, the game says, hold on. No, not yet. Do more things. Like, it's not really saying what the mission is, per se. The mission is to get all the Chaos Emeralds. But when you get close to the spring, it's like, all right, that's it. He's there. Go free, my Sonic. Like, all right, game. Sure. Also, I just realized I forgot to save, didn't I? Oh, I should have saved before I got into this. All right, I'm going to let this cutscene play out, and I might actually back out to the title screen and load my autosave. I want to load my save for this fight. I want to specifically have a save right before it, just in case something happens, and I don't have a save before it. Because I didn't realize the spring would trigger the dang cutscene to get in the fight, and I can't save and reload during a boss fight. Because yes, this is a boss fight. Our first of many. So this is Giganto. Gotta climb up to the top. The game kind of spoils why, but yeah, see, we can't do anything here. So I'm gonna go back to the title, because I need the save. I load my autosave, and I'm gonna save over that. Because I want to have a save here, just in case something happens. This pop-in mod, I don't trust that they're seeing 2 Sonics. And there's another side effect we still haven't seen yet. I'm surprised we haven't. Well, I guess we're gonna be seeing it next session.
Makes me think of the falls and Mystic Ruins.
Also, we didn't get that cutscene yet. That's surprising. All right, save again, because he's going to have that same dialogue trigger. All right, time for our first Titan fight. I already seen this, Skip. So I can't match Giganto's power yet. So I gotta reach the top of his head, and then I can transform into Supersonic. Gee, I wonder if Chaos Emerald's up there. So, this is kind of like Asura. We already had a taste of climbing up one of these guys because of that specific, like, boss around this island. You just climb up the sides here. If we boost, run on it, then we can go faster. Oh no, I got hit. Oh no, I got hit again. Please stop. And there you go. Gee, convenient Chaos Emerald. I'm so glad this is here because I only had 6. Now I have 7, which means now I can become Supersonic. You have no chance against me now, Giganto. I'm undefeatable. This is it. Supersonic, we're at the end of the game, baby! Supersonic time, that's what we know it means. Nice punch, buddy. There we go. I want to side loop him real quick, because when you do that, he's stuck in this flying state, so it's very easy to attack him. He does absolutely nothing in this state to you. Get him in the stomach. Make him hurl. Yeah, he's not doing that funny dance anymore. I guess he's burnt out of dance. Oh, he's doing laser. Can I dodge it? Yeah. You can dodge that, by the way. A lot of people don't know you can dodge that, but you can. I'll find this out until after I play this game and beat the boss for the first time. He's essentially dead, by the way. You can tell this is the first Titan fight. Here's what happens when you don't dodge a laser. Beam struggle. Bye-bye. And now they give him a good boop on the head. And that's it. That's our first Titan. Guess you don't really know me.
First seal is broken. Thy next foe awaits on the sand-scarred island.
Right. You said Titans earlier, plural.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're not done. So that's the thing in this game. There are multiple supersonic boss fights. The first in the series history. And that's so
I guess this
cool.
isn't over until
My
I pop
favorite
all
part
the
of the
big
game.
bots. Sorry, Amy.
I'm feeling more like my old self. It's working. Keep going and don't keep me waiting.
I'll be back before you can do a fortune card reading. See ya!
Wow, that's an obscure reference. Man, I wonder if that's a reference to what she does in Sonic CD. This game does that a lot, by the way. Obscure references everywhere. But yeah, that song, really good. Undefeatable. Just so much energy to it. But that's not the only vocal theme in this game. This has so many vocal themes. How many exactly? It's like, alright, there's the main theme, Undefeatable, the 3 other Titans, ending credit theme. I think there's at least 6 vocal themes in this game. Might be more, but I think it's just 6. Also, hey, no, Supersonic. First thing I shoot down, and then that's it. No emeralds. It's that easy, apparently. Just knock them out of the sky, lose them
I
all.
didn't want this to be easy anyway.
So that's it. Now we're on to our second island of the game. We seen the first one. We 100%. If we want to go back, you can always just open up your map screen and go back to Kronos Island, which is convenient. But this is a whole new area. But we're not done. So, alright. There's there's an elephant in the room we gotta address. And this is why I had to make this specific save. So, that dance thing. Alright, we'll just talk about the said mod in question. It's a mod to replace Giganto's animation with a dance, and it does change up the boss fight, so I'm enabling that again. But there's another one I'm looking for here real quick. There's a specific mod here. Do I not have on this computer, or is it on the other computer? It might be on the other computer. Hang on. There's a specific one I'm looking for as well for a costume. I don't think I have it on this computer. I thought I did. It might be on our rig. So I'm just gonna confirm and just go grab it. Okay, here it is. I'm just gonna re-download this because I don't see it in my mod list. So give me 1 sec here. Okay, now if I hit refresh. Oh yeah, I definitely didn't have it because it's a new thing in my options. Okay, cool. I'm gonna just drag it at the top, save and play. And now we're good. All right, so there's a specific thing with that dance, and this is why I didn't do it. For the fight, I turned the mod off for the fight specifically. It actually changes the fight. It's not just a goofy, funny thing. No, it's a legitimately gameplay-altering dance thing. It's weird. So, I'm enabling the Corona DLC once again, re-enabling that costume, because I have another mod that actually swaps out the Supersonic model with this set costume, because this is the thing with Supersonic. You can't use Supersonic and custom costumes. Like, they don't mix. Supersonic's only the default skin. So if I want to use this outfit look and make it look the same, I need to use a mod. So here's the thing with Giganto. When he has the moves, it's kind of a problem that they just climb him. Look at how he moves. He's so fast. I can't climb him. I gotta wait until he stops and then hope I hit his leg. That or just blindly jump for him and hope I actually hit it. This makes the fight harder. This is why I didn't do this. So you guys get around to Giganto. This time, with the funny dance meme. If you're unsure what it is, hang on. Something's gonna tell me probably what this is here in a minute. Just gotta wait. Now. Oh, God. Missed it. Oh, jeez. He goes so fast. So fast, he legitimately does that. I forgot he can just clip you through the floor. He danced on me too hard. Now I'm just in the drink. Round 2. Did not think I would die from him pushing me through the level, but, you know, you learn something new every day. Alright, I got it. Now the thing is, we're not done, because look at how fast he moves while I climb. I can't even move. Sometimes the animation for Sonic struggling just happens in the middle of his dance. You legitimately can't move. There, okay, I got it, I got it, I got it! Alright, we're good. Alright, so what is this he's doing again? I don't know what this dance is called. Oh, that's what it's called. I remember now. Yeah, so the mod in question is Gundam style. That's the animation. You can replace not just his animation, but the song. But for copyright reasons, we aren't playing any more than the first 10 seconds of that song. So instead... Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Don't worry, the YouTube filter can't get my nose. It didn't apply. There. Instead, what you guys can listen to is a different rendition of the undefeatable boss theme for Giganto here. So this cover is from Little V. I'll link the YouTube video after we're done here because I got to get the link again. So here, we're going to replace undefeatable with undefeatable. For me, it's really quiet. But for you guys, I think it's perfect balance. Also, by the way, he still does the dance in the fight. And then you just bounce up and down. It's so disorienting, dude. Even when he's doing the actual fighting part, his animation's still Gundam style in the middle. Gundam style punches are just like, I wasn't expecting this today. I don't think he Gundam styles in the air. Yeah, Little V is really good. Yeah, this guy does some really good covers and songs. I'm not very much of a heavy metal guy, but like his metal is like real catchy. By the way, he still Gundam styles with lasers. It makes this harder. It legitimately makes this part harder because it's everywhere. The lasers, they spread much further out when he's moving around so fast. Please sit still. I don't want him anymore because there's one specific attack I'm still waiting for. It's not that. That's it. He tries to slap you. Take that. Sadly, he doesn't Gundam style anymore. Wait, what the? Did I? Oh my gosh. Did I get? Okay, I was gonna say, did I get clipped on the like out of bounds portion here? Because technically, if you fly too far out of bounds before the supersonic part, you could explore the area. But no, it's just the wall that clipped me because I can't go any further than this. Alright, let's finish it. He doesn't do anything else now when he's in the stun state. Unfortunately, we're literally done with the fights, and now the best part of the song we don't even get to. Like, literally, we're done. There's nothing else left for the song if it was playing normally in the game. So, yeah. That was that. Wait, oh, I thought my game crashed for a minute because of how long it hung. Oh, also, Kira, I wondered the same thing myself. It's not interesting. If you run out of rings in the Titan fights, you instantly lose because you turn back into normal Sonic. During the animation swap, he doesn't do Gundam-style dance when he's killing Sonic. It's like the one part I wish he would do, he just doesn't do. So, unfortunately, that is not a thing in the fight, which I really wish it was. Like, he eats you and he just dances over your corpse or something. It would have been great. Missed opportunity. But yeah, that's it. For Island 1, we still technically have more things we could do, but the game says it's 100% complete. I did everything I think is needed to be done, because the only thing that's left on Kronos Island at this point, if I do this, the show, as you can see, nothing else is really need to be done, because we did all of the portal stuff, so all the cyberspace levels, we 100% fishing. We got all of the memory cutscenes. We're not upgrading Sonic, so ignore the Coco Elders. So really, the only thing that's actually left is memory token stuff, which don't matter. So we might do a cleanup stream near the very end of the series if I do feel like maybe going for these, just to show off some of the obstacles, but it's really not needed. And for the sake of pacing, we'll just getting these on the way, but not making them a priority. In terms of the so-called boss fight things here, if I can find that specific option, Guardian. As you can see, these are checked too. I'm also not going to count these. I might go on my way to do more of these and just maybe get them ranked up, but again, they don't count for 100%. A lot of these are duplicates. There's 2 squids here, 2 Asuras, I think 2 ninjas. I did duplicate 2 towers. So you fight a lot of the same stuff in these fights. So I'll try to at least fight one of every unique enemy, but that's about it. And also, Kira's right. Yeah, you don't need memory tokens. They don't respawn when it comes to the ones on the map here. So if I could just select that again real quick. These ones, they all stay collected. So let me show you what I mean by that. Let me load up my actual 100% save file, because now I'm going to get spoiled by me doing this. This one, I actually did go out of my way in case there was something maybe for these. There's not. There's not. They stay collected on the map, but you can always just get more by doing this. Like, all you gotta do to get more is just go in a circle. One could drop. The chest ones, I think, respawn. Like, the side loop, like, on the ground chest ones, I think, respawn. And then same for the ones that are enemy drops. I think they can also respawn. But that's essentially it. Like, the obstacle course memory tokens, they don't. They're one and done. But you can get them in so many other areas, it just doesn't matter. But yeah, next time we meet up for this game, we'll be exploring the next island here, which is called Ares. So next time we get to take on Ares! Sorry, I had to do the God of War Kratos like scream. That's one of my favorite lines in that game. I should mention one other thing about this place. Next session, we might have to tweak up certain mods to fix certain things, because this island is kind of notorious for causing issues with draw distance and LOD mods that I'm using. So I may have to change certain settings, because right now I have the game set to like 5x on pop-in, so notice how those pillars are. Walk way out here like this, and they stay loaded. They stay loaded for quite a while. That's not normal. Normally in the game, they stay loaded for like 10 feet. It's really bad. But there are certain things in this island that the more stuff that's loaded, the less the game's engine can handle and can crash. Which is why I was wondering, are we going to run to a very specific event that's going to spawn a bajillion things in the overworld? Because that will definitely crash my game. And that's why I have to keep on saving. And the LOD thing here, I have max LOD on, so I was like, what is it? Like, it's another graphical thing, kind of like sharpening up objects around you, like the grass and the trees. That's disabled for this island, because instantly turning that on crashes the game. So I may have to tweak some stuff before next week, depending, or in the middle of the stream next week. Probably end up doing the latter. Also, why is it so quiet? It's supposed to be music, but the game just kind of gave up. Weird. But yeah, we'll explore this one next week. So with that, swap over to the main feed here. And let me press my button. Should be in here? Yeah, there we go. Press my button to swap the category over, because we're done. That was a fun session. Again, we'll continue next week with this. I wasn't expecting to get through all of the first island tonight. That was not in the plans. I thought it would take 5 hours. So I thought we'd get near the end of it, but not at the end. But we did, so cool. So next week, we'll continue on with Island 2. Island 2 is going to be way longer, so expect us to be there much longer. But that's essentially it, so I guess just to finish up some of the housekeeping stuff I normally do, I'll just post some things saying, for one, on the YouTube channel, I kind of talked about this on Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday. My days are getting mixed up. But I talked about, in one of the last streams, about wanting to do more YouTube shorts. I did one today. This was one of the stream clips from Tuesday. I think it worked really well as a little short, so it gives people more content. And they perform really well on YouTube. Like, the moment I upload it, and instantly, within 5 minutes, 100 views. And it's only been climbing, so people like them. YouTube algorithm, they really push it. So yeah, now I'll do more often. I have a couple more in the pipeline. They're just fun little distractions, so. The main stuff, auto expansion, is still going on. There'll be a new part tomorrow. Check it out. In terms of the VOD from this past Splatfest, that goes up tomorrow. So, if you're looking forward for a 10-hour VOD, it's coming your way. Yeah, 2 days combined into one is very long. And that's pretty much it. The only thing I want to mention is that, what was I going to say? I already kind of forgot. Oh, yeah, this. I'm working on something here for this channel. We do multiplayer stuff like a couple weeks ago, but we're kind of done with that. But there may be some new stuff coming next week to the channel, so stay tuned. It's all very safe for now. But that's essentially it. So with that said, I'm gonna leave. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next week for more streams. So take care and have a good night, guys.